Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is priceless. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and we have access to every single traffic camera in the state of Florida. Injured on the go, just call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You don't need a resolution to lose weight. You need a solution. And that's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specifically formulated to provide full-strength semaglutide in a daily tablet. With Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month. And it's not a shot, so you can skip the weekly trips to a doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications like Ozempic. That's right. I said half the price. Plus, Red Mountain includes medically supervised meal plans and free lifetime maintenance to help you keep the weight off. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, just results for half the price. Trust the leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Buy more, save more. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is March 1st, 2024. Lots to get to today, from I'm not gonna make it to ChatGPT has a body now and it can walk, and the Willy Wonka disaster script leaks. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane. Hi. There you are. And And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go over to newsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened?
We got a last-minute message here right before the show.
What?
That's right, a last-minute message from that bootleg little Oompa Loompa lady. Let's see what she says.
Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
That's right, everybody. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Friday.
We did it. We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm in the dark. It's loud.
In the dark, but he is alive.
Guys, stop. I can't do it today.
Oh, no, what happened?
Yeah, I'm not going to make it through the show today.
Why?
Literally 1 minute in.
I know. I almost wanted to call it off before the show today, and then I said, let's just try it. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I'm feeling bad.
Poor baby.
I'm not being a baby. I'm actually in pain.
What's wrong? What happened?
It hurts. My whole body hurts right now.
Oh, you got 6 push-ups in?
No, it's not 6 push-ups. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just not feeling good and I'm hurting, and it has nothing to do with being hungover or anything like that. I just don't feel good. Did
you not have your breakfast burritos this morning?
No, I didn't need any breakfast burritos this morning. You know,
Sounds like you did.
No, it's
Sounds
not
like
about
you need a
that.
Snickers.
I just don't feel good. I hurt, and I got all kinds of crap going wrong. Everything's sideways. I'm not going to get through it today. I'm just not going to make it, I don't think. And I'm looking at the chat, folks. I'm like, maybe they'll reinvigorate me here. And they're going, oh, is it offline? Looks like it's offline. Everything's working out well here. Everything's going really great. Yeah, okay, cool.
All right. Sounds like you need a shot.
No, I'm not doing a shot.
Let's do it. Friday, baby.
No.
It's for everyone. We're going to push through. We have no choice.
Oh, my God. It's unbearable. All right, let's stop, please. Let's stop.
I thought it was fun. It was a new one I got recently.
It's a lot. It's just there's a lot going on. And all I'm trying to do is just eke through today. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring you guys down. I don't want to bring you down.
I'm trying my best not to be brought down by you, but
okay.
I'm like a triple anchor here.
I'm trying not to bring you down, but understand that I don't feel good. I'm hurting right now, and I'm just going to try to work through this. All right, here we go.
Where does it hurt?
Doesn't matter.
Show on the doll.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's just put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the NBA, folks. That's right. The NBA is the place to go today, I guess, right? And you know what? If you put Cowboy up one more time in chat, I'll leave. I'll walk out of the studio and be done. I'll just be...
What's Cowboy?
Cowboy up. Toughen up, Sean. Be a little stronger. You're being a pussy today. I swear to God, I'm legitimately ready to leave.
Maybe you should turn
the
chat off.
Or that.
Okay. I'm just going to look at this and go for it. Here we go.
I left a pile of Carl's poop because I was like, I got to get to the show and get this Friday started.
Let's go to the Indiana Pacers game, where a young woman named Kinsley Murray is going viral for her rendition of the national anthem.
Buddy, saw this.
She gave it a shot, It
was too much.
And there's a lot of people who are like, how adorable. What a great job. It sucks. I don't mean to be negative.
No, to be honest with you, it's for her age and her stature, we could have taken it down about 8 notches for sure. Yeah. But now I feel like I know exactly what she's like as a little kid to be around.
And I don't blame her. I blame her parents.
Yeah.
I think her parents are responsible. It's like there's a stage mom at work here. There's a stage mom who goes, you're so good, little Kinsley.
And look at
Get
the dress.
Up there. Start singing. She's got American flag dress on, and it's here.
Do you see the player?
There's a couple players that are like,
the player's like, we know the camera's panning on us, so I'm going to cover my face as I am hysterically laughing right now.
I will show no reaction to the world. This is how I should be all day today. I should just cover my face. Somebody said I'd cancel my season tickets. It's not her fault. This little girl is trying the best that she can.
No,
it's her parents'
she's trying
fault.
too hard. I mean,
yeah.
Or the singing coach, anybody. We didn't.
Somebody.
It could have been real cute about it for sure. Keep the dress, but it's like, ooh, yeah, ooh, and it's all, and we're just in that first couple lines. How's this gonna end?
And I like how, I guarantee you, she was singing. She's like, "Mom, was that good?" And they're like, "No, you got real performers."
She did not ask if that was good. She knows it.
Oh,
she knows
God.
it. This is precocious.
I wonder,
all day.
because I think they give the person who sings the national anthem a sound check.
Oh.
So I wonder if everybody behind the scenes was kind of scratching their heads and texting their friends and going, "Yo, this is gonna go viral. This is gonna go. You need to be here because this is it's gonna turn some heads."
You want some for your TikTok? I got something for you. Here you go.
I remember seeing a guy sing before a Magic game who was just really off key, and the workers, they were like, "Oh yeah, we heard him during sound check. He's terrible."
Yeah, this poor girl. Oh God. She sounds like she's crying at this point.
Gosh.
This is almost anti-American.
What, us or her?
Her.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Take off that dress. Wait, I shouldn't say that.
Dude. Back up.
Shouldn't
up.
say that,
Oh,
come over
here, little
boy. Have you seen the animated? You've seen it. I know you have.
I was sent to us first.
My God, that's hurtful. It's painful and hurtful.
Hilarious.
I'll play a little bit later on in the show. The animated version of that was done by Radio Michael 7, who doesn't deserve to have as much talent as he does. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
The turnaround was incredible.
Yeah, and it's very impressive. I hate it. Let's see if she really pulls it together here.
She doesn't.
Nope.
Why?
What are you even doing? What even happened there?
This is starting to ruin my day, and I came in with a good attitude.
I'm going to bring
Am I going to
everybody
be the
down
last
with
to
me.
fall?
Yep.
Stop playing the video.
I'm bringing everybody down with me. That's how today's going. This is how my today started off. This is how everybody's coming with me today. Enjoy. That part was good. She did a little, like an arm swing along with it.
Like she's in the Who.
Oh, God
This should be
almighty.
like, Alabama, are you sure you don't want to get rid of frozen embryos? This could be the result.
Whew. Should we just leave her alone there? Should we just
No, let's
bring it
finish
home,
this
man.
for
I
sure.
don't know.
I'm going to start drinking. What is that? I'm sorry. What is that?
We're showing a chair here.
Is
It's
someone
a chair
supposed to be
of
sitting
honor.
in that?
No, it's the thing that they have at the Pacers arena to honor POWs. What it is somebody
Died in that chair?
One of the directors said, "Hey, we can't show the players anymore. Every one of them is laughing.
Just keep the chair on.
Just somebody zoom in on a flag, a chair.
I would be climbing onto the
anything.
chair and then launching myself off of it.
Oh, she's bringing it home here, though. And actually, there's a kind of a surprising moment here. The end is unbelievably good.
You're lying.
Well, we'll see. Confidence, because she is still
I
belting
think she
it
has
out.
a big ego already for her age.
I
The
like
gloves,
that she's
man.
she's still proud of herself. She's got every accessory you could buy at the store.
She
From the
definitely
American flag
listened to Lee
halo.
Greenwood on repeat while dressing herself.
She's got the ribbons. She's got the stars. She's got the gloves, like Sabrina said. She's got a necklace on with a star. I think
I feel
she's got
bad.
all of it.
I feel bad for her because she will not recover from this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Well, you think
Honey,
they're
you're
gonna make
going
fun of her?
viral. What are we doing right now?
I'm just enjoying the performance
Stop.
myself.
Now you're lying.
I'm just
Now you're
enjoying
lying.
it.
All right, it's gonna be a lying show. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly not great, but I don't blame her. Again, I blame the parents that got it to this point.
I mean, you don't have that doesn't have to be a lie. I'm enjoying it because it's not great.
You like the fact that it's not fantastic?
It's painful.
What am I going to do? Just watch a regular ass national anthem with that somebody does a good
Nobody
job?
cares about that.
Boring.
No.
No.
They want this.
Best
Tommy
of?
Awesome says, I'm a veteran and I want to slap her. Okay. My
Thank you
God.
for your service.
Poor girl. You think she's really going to be made fun of? Because I don't want that for her. She's just a little kid.
She's already been made fun of. She's gone viral in all the places. Now, considering the ego that she came in with, I think that she will see the other side, the greener grass, perhaps. maybe get some extra voice lessons and to maybe
Hopefully.
take it back a couple notches.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe being at the NBA is too big of a venue
Or
for you
she's
right
gonna
now.
maybe just go the path of back of the house. Production.
Yeah, maybe you're not in front of the camera anymore. Maybe you just kind of hang out. Water girl could be a thing. You could be that. Or you could learn from the pros. Let me tell you something.
WNBA?
When you think about the national anthem and people who have drilled it over the years, there's one band that gets zero credit. Zero credit for it. But they were awesome. And I'll tell you what happened. The year was 1997. You may or may not remember this. Hanson was the flavor of the moment, and Mbop was out there and doing well, right? Mm-hmm. And Hanson goes out on the field at the World Series Game 1. Probably 60 million people watching these little boys in this band. And they go out onto the field, and when they are welcomed over the overhead speaker, the audience at the World Series boos Hanson like none other. They are brutal, they are mean, and they boo these little kids on the field.
Oh, but they were the biggest band in the universe at the time. Why would you boo Hanson?
They were. And Hanson said, well, it's only one thing we could do to do
Why?
it.
What did they do? They're little kids.
I know. It's Hanson. It's Hanson. But Hanson goes,
nerd with a pitch pipe.
Watch your mouth. These are hard little workers here. And
yeah, I bet.
They said, we're getting booed. We're Hanson. We're getting booed at the World Series. Everybody likes Hanson, huh? All of a sudden, people are turning around here. The crowd starts to get into, not you guys, the people who booed them. And all of the folks slowly but surely.
All right.
And the other like, yeah! And everybody's bopping along. But that little girl didn't do that. She just sucked all the way through, like from the beginning.
I thought you were talking about one of the Hanson brothers. I was like, they're all boys, dude.
No, I know that. I understand that. There was a short period of my time where I wasn't totally sure on who was in the band. And,
all right, Quagmire.
What they were. But eventually you sort it all out and you figure things out. And here we are. Okay, quick break. When we come back, I'm just going to try to survive segment by segment through the day today. So,
well, we're here for you, buddy.
Wow. All right. So when we return, we'll get to you. We'll get to your dispatches. We'll get to what's happening with this Wonka flop thing because they've now released the script that these folks had.
Please, can we perform it?
We can't. I think we should at some point during the show today because I've got this script and we can all go through this and we'll see if it's as bad as everybody said it was. Or maybe it's like Hanson singing the national anthem. Maybe it's a huge, huge success afterwards. We will know when we find out together. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Because sometimes infighting amongst friends is exactly what you need to lower the volume on the voices in your head. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're not seeing any accidents or delays really right now. Pretty quiet throughout the Central Florida roadways. I-4 westbound now just a little bit thicker after Sand Lake Road to after the Central Florida Parkway. And I-4 eastbound, we're seeing that now between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Again, everything looks good around the airport. 429, 408, checking in clear. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Daytona Bike Week is back March 1st through the 10th, and there's no better place to celebrate than at the iconic Daytona International Speedway. Home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with top manufacturer displays, top-of-the-line gear, custom bikes, and more. Plus free test rides on progressive Demo Road and all the excitement of Harley-Davidson Thunder Alley. It all culminates Saturday, March 9th with America's most historic motorcycle race, the Daytona 200. Don't miss out. Daytona International Speedway is the place to celebrate Bike Week.
Yo, it's Angel from the
monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Ah, winter, with its cold, dry air causing that not-so-nice winter nose feeling. Thankfully, you don't have to wait for warmer weather to clear sinus congestion and send winter nose packing. All you need is Navage Nasal Care. Navage helps soothe the inflamed nasal passages that are often part of colds and infections. It flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your sinuses to give you the soothing moisture you need. Navage also sucks out the other irritants trapped in your nose, viruses, dust, bacteria, and germs too. Winter might feel like it drags on forever, but Navage works quickly, helping you breathe more clearly in just 30 seconds. No decongestants required. Navage is a drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Get Navage today and make winter a little more bearable. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kid's day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I once timed who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
McDonald's McCafe iced coffee wakes you up like the perfect song. The 100% Arabica beans get your head nodding. Yeah, then the cream drops like a smooth bass line. Add some ice to chill it down. And some French vanilla flavor. There you go. Or change it up and go with caramel. Either way, it's a stone cold classic. Start your day with $1.49 McCafe iced coffee, available during breakfast hours only. Music to my ears. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. My day just flows better when I make my first stop McDonald's. I can choose 2 faves and save big when I bundle a savory sausage McMuffin or flaky sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns for breakfast for $2.79. Or I can make Mickey D's my last stop. Lunch, dinner, a late night snack perhaps, when I bundle a crispy McChicken or juicy McDouble with delicious small fries for only $3.69. Now my day is made the tastiest way when I bundle and save at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
Hey, let's get out of here. With Audible, we could root for a lone astronaut as he tries to save Earth from disaster. Maybe go for a run with the founder of the world's biggest sneaker brand. we could get the tea on the real-life media mogul succession drama. Or find out what life is really like for an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, with Audible, we could go anywhere. There's more to imagine when we listen. Hear the latest audiobooks, podcasts, and originals at audible.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like the Vinyl Experience. Music legends experienced through the authentic sound of vinyl. The Rolling Stones, Tom Petty, Pink Floyd, The Police, and so many more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Vinyl Experience, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
As always, by going over to the newsjunkie.com, the website's got all the info that you might need on this lovely day. And I'm sure you guys have experienced this before, but I keep seeing news stories about this. They always use the wrong sort of thing to identify what the problem is. They have the wrong prescription for how to fix this, but definitely I've been there, and I've felt this myself. And Sabrina and Celine, tell me if you have been recently maybe to a place like this. Have you ever been into a store? They say CVS's because this does seem to happen to CVS's quite a bit. But have you ever been to a store where it's like a zombie store?
Yes.
Where
it's like
nobody's
weird.
there.
Yeah, it's dead. It's like the people who are there, they kind of work there. It's very sad. If you're trying to buy something, they're like surprised that anybody's actually engaging in commerce.
And God forbid you need anything that's behind lock and key, you know, and you get to find somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the last time I experienced that was Best Buy.
Best Buy? Okay. I went to a Best Buy not long ago and had a very similar experience where you just look around and you're like, this place ain't going to be here long.
Now, the only thing that I was happy about that, and it was like maybe like an Office Depot or Office Max, something like that, where I was there for a particular reason. I was happy that in the sense of the zombie land, I was able to get in and out up until you go to pay, and they're like, let's sign you up for this rewards program.
Yeah.
No, thank you. All right, well, we need your email. All right, there's that.
Like,
how about a phone number? Okay.
Look around. Do you know why there's nobody in this store? That's why there's nobody in this store, because all the annoying things. Best Buy does all that stuff, and oh, God, that's one of the places. But CVS, it seems to happen to CVS quite a lot. Now, there's 2 different things that happen here. All right, and C-Lane pointed out one of them, and that's what this story is kind of pointing out, where like everything's locked up in the store. And this story from MSN just kind of misses the point, I think. They say the zombie CVS, a late capitalism horror story. There's almost nothing left to steal at the CVS in Columbia Heights. This is around D.C., I believe. And that gives you an idea of which items have actual value. Blank CDs, for example, the thieves don't even bother with them. The greeting card section has been left alone. The good magazines like Vogue and GQ and Sports Illustrated are gone, but there's still a few copies of Traditional Home, some special issues of Life devoted to Willie Nelson, and a Woman's World that declares bye-bye jiggly fat, they said. No soft drinks, but 3...
Bye, jiggly fat.
That's quite the jam. No soft drinks, but 3 gallon-sized jugs of Arizona green tea are still on the shelves. And they said everything else is all locked up. And it's one of these empty-ass zombie stores that we see. Now, they blame, in this case, late capitalism. I think you could put the blame square on the policies for arresting people for petty theft in a lot of these cities. Because eventually, the CVS just kind of gives up. All the employees give up, and everybody just kind of gives up.
It's kind of a 1-2, right? Because it's not only is it the policy of the city for how they treat petty theft, but also the companies have. How many times have we seen somebody get fired for enforcing, trying to confront a thief?
Yeah, at CVS even. Like, CVS has definitely been in a story where that's happened before.
So if CVS isn't going to do anything about it, and the city is going to be somewhat lax on it, whether in their response or their punishment, in general, then why not?
Right. This is all in this weird move for cities to go, crime is actually going down. Look at this. It's going down. Well, crime goes down if you don't arrest anybody. It's just kind of the way it happens. And then you end up with these stores that nobody wants to go to. And the stores close, and the people who are employed by the stores, they lose their jobs. And that sucks. And all the people who are around those stores, in this case, is CVS, lose access to maybe even the pharmacy at that CVS.
Oh, my gosh.
Sucks.
Can I tell you how annoying my my insurance is about what pharmacy I use?
Heard I've had to also take that trip. I still don't understand what's going on, but they're like, CVS, we're here for you. You also have to use us because if you've been going to the same other pharmacy, we're going to charge you a lot more.
They charge me more, and they won't fill like a 90-day or a 90-pill whatever prescription at Publix because I'm not going to CVS.
Yeah. And so it's the only infuriating. It's the only place that you can go to, and then they end up closing down, and you're like, oh, I got to go to another one that's even further, and now all the people that were going to this one are going to both of them, and it's jammed in there. It's annoying, and it's bad, and it's a problem. And a lot of people are pointing out, malls give you these vibes. They do. They absolutely do. There's a lot of this where you go in and you say, this store ain't going to be open for long.
Until their power goes out.
Yeah, like we just had this recently with a local mall, and they can't even pay their power bill. And I get it. That's tough. That sucks. But in these cases, we've all felt it. I walked into a Tiger Direct one time.
Oh, those are still around? I thought it was just a magazine.
This may have been the last one. And it was a Tiger Direct store. You go inside. It's got those like flickering cheap lights, like that really crappy lighting. It's kind of awkward to be in a place that's lit like this. And when you go in there, you just feel it. You feel that this is dead.
Something
Nobody
died
wants to
here.
work here.
Somebody's soul.
Something is dying right this moment at this place. Have you ever been in a place like that? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us what we call a dispatch right now.
And even the Tiger Direct website is like shut down.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn, they got big for a while. Like they were the place you would go to get computer parts, make custom computers, do all that stuff. And then all of a sudden the wheels just fell off of that thing for some reason. Okay, there is a lot of surprise, a lot of consternation, and many people are just absolutely clutching their pearls because of something that they found happening in a movie theater. Now, this movie theater was screening the new movie Bob Marley, One Love.
All right.
Okay, I know where this is going immediately.
Would you believe, and I know this is going to seem crazy to you, some teenagers decided to smoke marijuana at the Bob Marley movie? I know. At the Bob Marley movie.
Last night, my voice is gone. Can't do the scream.
I can't believe it that this would be any kind of issue you might have to worry about at the Bob Marley movie. And instead of just going, hey, here's what goes down. When we do the Barbie movie, all the ladies come and they dress up in their Barbie stuff and they party and they and they have a great time. And we let them do it. When we do the Beyonce movie, all the people in there are standing up doing the single ladies dance in the alley, or not the alley.
What?
Aisle. They're in the aisle, and they're doing the single ladies dance. When they're doing the Taylor Swift screenings, they're all partying, singing, all the Taylor Swift songs that they know and love. And when Bob Marley plays, you might have a teenager or two that lights up and smokes a joint during the film. It's just going to be a thing. And they were freaking out about this in Brazil. Moviegoers smelled smoke and called the military police, who burst into the cinema and approached the teenage boys. A video shared on social media shows the authorities telling the teens to leave before slapping them.
They slapped them?
They slapped the hell out of them on the way out. And they say Marley, who was an advocate for the legalization of marijuana, died of a rare type of skin cancer called acral lentiginous melanoma in 1981.
Stop being a face man.
At just 36 years old. And this Bob Marley movie doing pretty well out there in theaters right now. I forgot, wasn't there something weird about, like, he had skin cancer and then he maybe didn't want to go to the doctor about it?
Yeah, I thought it was part of the Rastafarian.
Yeah, it was something like that. Hang on, let me bring this up. The Bob Marley wiki will have this. But yeah, it was something like he got that. There's a lot of stories like this that turn out not to be so true, though. For instance, is the one about Jack Daniels true, where they said he like kicked his safe and then his toe got infected?
It was something. I don't know if that was 100% true, but yeah.
It was something similar to that, where they said that he ended up, like kicking his safe and then his toe got infected and then he didn't want to get it fixed. All right, here's Bob Marley. In 1977, Marley was diagnosed with a type of malignant melanoma under the nail of his right big toe. Contrary to urban legend, this lesion was not primarily caused by an injury during a soccer match that year, but was instead a symptom of already existing cancer. He had to see 2 doctors before a biopsy was done, which confirmed that he had melanoma, they said. Marley rejected his doctor's advice to have his toe amputated, which would have hindered his performing career, citing his religious beliefs, and said that he was going to be fine. And he continued touring.
How would it have hindered his career? Does he have a moment in the show where he shows his toes?
Well, it would have made it a little hard to stand up with a guitar, but you know what makes it even harder? When you're dead.
Yeah.
So
good point.
he was not able to live on and perform because he didn't want to get his toe amputated. I guess that's how it went.
I guess it was like an urban myth or like a legend that Jack Daniel injured himself from kicking his safe. Mm-hmm. But his modern biographer asserted the story is not true, offering evidence that Daniel raged on the safe a few years before dying of unrelated gangrene.
All right. So he did that, survived it, and then got the gangrene, which did him in. That's a tough way to go, man. Okay, let's go to you. Let's see what's happening in your world. You can join us on the show. It's very easy to do. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. All it takes is a phone, a laptop, anything with a microphone is doable, and you can join us just like this. Here is Steve. He's talking about the national anthem. Okay. Hello?
Steve?
Yeah.
Sabrina and C-Lane.
All right.
I'd just like to thank you for starting my day out laughing at a little girl trying her best.
She was just bad, tuning in.
Appreciate that. I don't know what it says about my personality, but I had to turn the radio literally all the way down about 3 times during her rendition.
Don't do that to her,
Thanks for that.
We were cheering her on. I'll have the record know. We were cheering her on over here and saying that we absolutely loved her.
One of the texters said, you guys, hope this girl doesn't get made fun of. Also, you guys, make fun of this girl for 4 minutes.
Yeah, look, we're just looking at the realities of life, are we not?
Yeah.
Like, this is just how it goes. The parents are the ones putting her out there like this. Okay.
Wonder how she dresses on the 4th of July. Like if that's her national anthem gear.
Yeah.
Wonder if she shows her face in public ever again.
She may hide for a bit. All right. When we come back, we're going to hear from a brand new college football player, and he's got some interesting beliefs, some interesting things he's learned in college. What is it? We're going to figure that out. Plus, Trump is real angry about something. We'll see what happens to him. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. We don't need no education. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast in Central Florida. And for today, we'll expect a mostly cloudy sky. A few breaks are possible, allowing for some sunshine, but overall, we'll expect the clouds to stick around. Temperatures, though, will still be making it into the upper 70s and low 80s by this afternoon for highs. For this weekend, temperatures will stay in the upper 70s and low 80s as well. However, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible throughout the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. You don't need a resolution to lose weight. You need a solution. And that's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specifically formulated to provide full-strength semaglutide in a daily tablet. With Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month. And it's not a shot, so you can skip the weekly trips to a doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications like Ozempic. That's right, I said half the price. Plus, Red Mountain includes medically supervised meal plans and free lifetime maintenance to help you keep the weight off. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, just results for half the price. Trust the leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
Is another 2008 financial crisis looming? This is Kevin Demerit for Lear Capital. Just listen to the news. Numbers don't lie. Personal debt is at record highs. Corporate bankruptcies are soaring. Just the interest on our debt will hit $1 trillion this year. Then you have central banks buying record amounts of gold to protect their own assets. They see what's coming and it's a no-brainer. Maybe it's time for you to do the same. Move some of your paper assets into gold because they can't print more gold. It's easy to buy, easy to sell, and it's never been worth zero.
Folks, Kevin Demerit has been spot on about the economy and gold. Call Lear Capital today at 1-800-927-2400 for your free gold investor kit and their 2024 special report, Rising Debt, Rising Gold. Tell them Kevin sent you and you'll also get free shipping on your first order. Call 1-800-927-2400. That's 1-800-927-2400. 1-800-927-2400.
Paid for by government.com. Here's your chance to get 5 iconic United States silver dollars spanning the last 150 years in one amazing set. Experts agree this is a must-have for silver coin buyers. That's right, all 5 silver dollars are legal tender official United States mint coins. If you call 1-800-386-7194 right now, we'll send you this ultimate 5-piece American silver dollar set with each silver coin in extremely fine or brilliant uncirculated condition. Guaranteed. This set includes every type of U.S. silver dollars in American history, issued from 1878 to 2024. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 150 years of U.S. silver dollars 5-piece set. Plus, receive a bonus display case, an information booklet, and free shipping. Don't miss your chance. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 5-piece set of iconic U.S. silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-386-7194.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
No one does spring travel like Amtrak. That's because now more kids ages 2 to 12 ride for 50% off. So not only will you travel comfortably, you'll save too. Book now at Amtrak.com. Restrictions apply.
Get ready for our 2024 iHeart Podcast Awards, presented by The Hartford, live at South by Southwest.
Celebrating the best of the best. And the winner is...
Watch live Monday, March 11th on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel and listen on iHeartRadio stations across America.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Social Impact Award. Discover the best selection of audiobooks anywhere, plus binge-worthy podcasts and exclusive Audible originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Try Audible for free when you sign up at audible.com.
Find your new career. The Florida Jobs Now Job Fair, March 13th at the Orlando Science Center. More info at fljobsnow.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real number one. On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
Imagine this, man. How freaky is this? So I've heard a lot of times about these gastrointestinal illnesses that make the rounds. It happens a lot of times, I think, on cruise ships. And if you like go on this cruise ship, it spreads lightning fast through the cruise. And all of a sudden, everybody on the cruise basically has diarrhea, right? And they got to try to figure out what to do because the whole damn cruise ship is sick. The reason I bring this up, in Alabama, where IVF is real difficult to do right now, they have a bit of a problem with an elementary school as well, and they said they've shut down the elementary school for the entirety of the week. So like 4 days this week, 3 days this week, it was shut down. And they're conducting a deep clean at the school because there was a couple of kids absent on Wednesday. All right, how many kids out of the 974 students you think were absent as this gastrointestinal disease was making the rounds? All right?
Gosh.
974 of them total. What number of them do you think were absent on Wednesday? All right.
970.
Okay.
All right. It's a good guess. It's not a good guess. It's a lot.
I will go with 650.
All right. That's not bad. 773 of the school's 974 students. So
it was empty.
Almost all of them, except for 200 students, were absent on Wednesday as there was an explosive outbreak of this gastrointestinal illness.
And what's what school is this? Is this like a middle school, high school?
Elementary school.
Okay.
It says Fairhope West Elementary School. And the situation escalated quickly on Wednesday as word spread of a stomach bug going around at the Gulf Coast school. They said 773 students and 50 staff were absent on Wednesday. It's unclear how many of the absences were due to sickness or precaution. Because, of course, there's going to be some people who go, you're not going to school. All the kids are getting sick. Yeah. But a lot of them just actually were sick already.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, some sort of neurovirus. Like, if you haven't heard of that before, that they almost always talk about that in connection with cruises. Noroviruses.
Yeah.
It was going around these parts not too long ago. I mean,
at iHeart?
I would say just locally. You know, right. I definitely got something. It was a few weeks back. My girlfriend did not long afterwards. And then we're hearing from, at least within the group chat, there was like 7 out of the 8 people who also had a 2-day serious stomach issue.
Oh, my God. Well, that's not good at all.
No.
Yeah,
I lost 5 pounds, so
that's nice.
I'm ready for that.
Get some good side effects out of this. Why not? Take the good with the bad if you can, because the rest of it's not great. They say the neurovirus is a highly infectious gastrointestinal bug that can survive hand sanitizer. Jesus Christ, this stuff can survive hand sanitizer and transmit easily from surfaces, food, and water. These symptoms of the unidentified illness align with norovirus: vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and nausea. Not fun for
Survives
anybody.
hand sanitizer. Now I'm just imagining the virus going.
Bring it. Invincible.
How do you spread it from one person to another? Is it actually like? Is it what I think?
Probably like fecal matter in the air.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, so that gets up in the air, and then you can't hand sanitize your way out of it. If you can't hand sanitize, I don't think you can use soap, just like regular soap in the bathroom. I think it's like you're not going to beat it. It's just there. Yeah, just
I don't know about all the bathrooms in the school, no lids.
No.
Toilet plume city.
It's all flying up in the air.
Kids never wash their hands.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad.
Weren't there some people during all the COVID stuff that was saying that like the traditional just bar of soap for 20 seconds was more effective than hand sanitizer?
I don't know. I saw a guy who looked to me to be a scientist, judging by his lab coat, on TikTok, C-Lane. And TikTok scientist, man, he does little studies where he takes a Petri dish and he posts these videos online.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
It'll have like the bacteria or the virus, and then he'll spray all sorts of different stuff on it. And whenever they spray alcohol on it, whenever they spray like sanitizer, hand sanitizer on it, it seems to kick its ass pretty good. But maybe this is just like a freako thing.
All right, we'll spray some alcohol on it.
Yeah, use that. Use the stuff that I used in the studio that one time.
In your mouth?
And,
that one?
Sprayed it in my mouth and wasn't supposed to do that necessarily. They said the local news outlet, WKRG, reported the outbreak had already spread beyond Fairhope West School. On Thursday, 1,231 students from 4 other areas, schools, not stools, but it's about stools, were also absent, including 721 students at Fairhope East Elementary School, 136 at a third school, all over the place. All the kids, diarrhea all over. And you got to be careful out there. It's a dangerous place to be. I don't think that's what's wrong with me. I don't think that's what I have going on. Is your tummy hurting? It's not my tummy that's hurting. I literally, it's tough to sit down. I'm hurting over here. It's painful to exist
like a muscle
today.
thing?
Not necessarily.
Is it a pee-pee?
No, it's not my pee-pee.
Okay, I don't know. I thought, just making sure this is, kind of going down the line of what would hurt to sit
I don't
down.
need you to go down the line. It's none of your business. Just know I'm in
You
pain.
said it. You're the one saying it.
I'm telling you why I'm angry today, why I'm in a bad mood, and why I'm probably going to yell a little bit or just be overall grumpy.
It's a butt? It's in your butt?
It's none of your business what's going on.
If we find out, then maybe someone will have a resolution for you.
I don't want anybody diagnosing me and telling me what to do. I just want people to understand, if you hear me a little bit angry, a little bit extra today, you know why. I'm not feeling great. I'm hurting. It's not too many push-ups. It's not the 15-pound weight, Sour Patch Pete. It's just I don't feel good. I'm going to leave it at that. God forbid, one thing is kept from this audience. And they're like, tell me the thing. You're like, oh, my God.
Give me a map of your house.
Sean, show me a photo of your butt right now so we can see what's going on and we can get out of here. All right? Out of here with this nonsense. I don't have the flu. Can you hear my voice? It's glorious. There's nothing wrong with my voice today. Yeah, I could drill that. I could belt that out if I wanted to.
So I did some more digging on that girl. What's her name?
The girl who sang the national anthem and didn't do too well?
Kinsley Murray is her name. And
yeah.
She has been singing national anthems since she was 2 years old.
Oh, my God.
And in all these years, still didn't get any better.
Well, I mean, when she's 2 years old and when she's 4 years old, the 2 videos I have, it's adorable because she's 2 years old.
Let's hear a little bit. This is her at 2.
Okay, can't hear anything she's saying.
Still there?
This is torturous.
But look how cute she looks.
No. Sealand, oh God almighty. This is an audio-based show.
Can I request she's never played on our show ever again?
Did she get better at 4?
Oh my God.
She always sucked.
I could feel this in my ovaries, man.
Oh, God.
How do I avoid that?
So Wednesday, when you saw my son, you were feeling a certain way, and then hearing this girl sing, you're feeling the opposite way.
Correct.
Jackson would never sing like that.
No,
he would never sing like that.
He would know better.
I don't know yet, man. We're going to go through some rough patches, I'm sure.
No, he would step down. He would back out. If he would know, he'd be aware enough to be like, oh, God, guys, this is bad. Abraham Dragon Friend says, she's not deaf, right? Fair question. Fair question.
Heisenberg tried to make me feel bad.
Why?
By saying that the reason that the girl was there was because she had childhood leukemia. And I was like, and I Googled it, and that's not true at all.
He's just trying to be a dick. Yeah, I see what's going on.
Doesn't have to try very hard.
It's typical him. Okay, don't make fun of me for screwing the pronunciation of that up. Here goes nothing. Sitting all day is linked to an early death, and exercise won't help, says the darkest headline I've heard in a very long time.
Cool.
I like that. That's essentially the sun will kill you. Man. Yeah, the sun will kill you.
And you can't go inside to hide from it.
and no amount of suntan lotion will spare you from this death.
Do they have an age limit, or can I start standing now?
Now works, I think.
Sean, you could go over to Megadesk because that thing, it's convertible. It'll go up.
I could go over to the guest mic. This one doesn't go up. This one doesn't go, it's better than sitting down because, if I just do the show like this.
Yeah, that's weird.
There we go.
All right.
Yep.
Next story. First dispatch.
All right. So anyway, sitting all day linked to an early
That's
death.
going to be awful for your back. You know that, right?
It is better than what's happening on the other side.
I knew
is
it was your
less
butt.
painful than anything else that I'm
Was it
dealing
Hemi or
with here.
something?
It's none of your business, I said. I already said that. I made it clear.
Okay, I'm just... There's...
Hoorah, bear.
I got to say, though, you look jacked from that angle.
Don't mock me with
No,
the
look,
camera placement.
You look
all right?
thin.
It's
You
just
look
because
thin.
it's a bear.
Oh.
All right, I'm sitting back down.
Not that one.
No, that wasn't me. That noise was not me. Just for the record, okay? Send Courtney to get you a donut to sit on. No, I've already denied the donut, just so you know, all right? Okay, I don't want a donut. Get away from me.
You guys just like trying new things out in the bedroom?
No, it has nothing to... All right, I'm done talking about this. This is done. We're moving past it. We're continuing on with something else, okay? We're not discussing this anymore. Let's see what you have going on. Let's send your dispatches through the airwaves.
Yeah, don't mention that at all right, guys?
No, what are you doing to me? Come on. Let me go over here. Here is a funny name with a dispatch. This says maturing finally, okay?
Hey, guys. Happy day. Just when I think I'm finally starting to mature as an adult and a human being,
true.
Sabrina slips in that first little teeny tiny fart noise about the diarrhea story, and I find myself giggling like a child.
Same guy.
Dump truck. Thank you, Sabrina, for keeping me young.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right. Thank you, funny name.
Farts are ageless.
They are. Yeah,
Timeless
people.
humor, huge fan. They have an entire page on my soundboard.
Well, you know how there's fans, but you know how with farts, it's like the GD thing. There are...
People don't like it? Oh, they're not going to like this.
Oh, no.
This is audio from Sean's bedroom last night.
No, it's not.
Wait for
Everybody
it.
over 50 is tuning out right now. They're like, I'll never listen to it
Wrapping it
again.
up real quick in 3, 2...
Okay. All right. We'll go over to this one here. Let's see what we have with Guitar Slinger. All right.
You know, there's a possibility why Bob Marley needed his toe sealing to confirm this. You might have a hard time stepping on your little guitar stomp boxes, or if you had something with a treadle like a wah-wah pedal.
What?
Yeah, but
it might be hard to operate it with a missing toe. I'm just saying.
Bro, let me tell you something. One thing that I've learned in life, number one, as I said yesterday, the autistic kids are so much better at surviving for longer periods of time when they run away from their families. Every single story I've seen. There's another one today where some autistic kid goes missing. He shows up 50 miles away. Nobody knows how he got there. He's fine. He's thriving, you know? They almost just said, let him live in the woods like Shrek because this kid's kicking ass out there. I know that thing is true, okay? The other thing that I know is rock stars will persevere. It doesn't matter. They tried to take away the Def Leppard guy. He was a drummer, and they took away one of his arms in an accident. And what happened? Still rocking to this day. You have guitar players.
Can't double high five anymore.
Who's the guy who was missing a finger who was a guitar player? Like, you know, rock guitar player, you know? And he would shred.
Wasn't it just
missing-
like the top of it?
Yeah, he had a little stubby guy that he could still play, and I think he was, you know, one of those metal bands.
Tony Iommi?
Yeah,
No,
that guy.
I thought it was a bigger name than that.
No, that guy's a big guy. Yeah, he's from Black Sabbath.
You're right.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a guitar player from Black Sabbath. You can't take these folks away from rock and roll.
Oh, my gosh. He lost the tips of the middle and ring fingers on his right hand thanks to a horrible accident on his very last day on the job.
Oh.
That's brutal. They try to take it away from him.
Okay, but of all the days on the job,
yeah, that's the best one. Danielle says, Bob Marley was autistic? No, he was acoustic. I'm sorry, Danielle. Very, very close, but also different. Quick break. When we come back,
oh, that was funny.
we'll get to a very angry Donald Trump. He's real upset. I think you guys might like this because it's one of those ones where he just starts saying all sorts of things. He's just like lumping it all in and doing his Trump thing. We'll hear from him. That plus your dispatches are on the way. TheNewsJunkie.com is where you send yours. Go over to the website and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Back in just a moment with all that and more. It's all coming up next on The News Junkie.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
If you are on I-4 today, either direction, southwest of the downtown area, be prepared for slowdowns. We have I-4 eastbound before 27 to after 429 slowing down. Also I-4 westbound between US 192 to after the Osceola Polk line. I-4 eastbound between 301 and Thanota-Sassa. I-4 eastbound after 192 to past 535. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Today's Central Florida job market is more competitive than ever, but don't be discouraged. Attend the Florida Jobs Now Job Fair, Wednesday, March 13th, from noon to 4 p.m. at the Orlando Science Center, and connect with over 70 recruiters right here in Central Florida. Some even offering on-the-spot interviews. Your next career is right in front of you. Join us at the Florida Jobs Now Job Fair on Wednesday, March 13th, from noon to 4 p.m. at the Orlando Science Center, 777 East Princeton Street, Orlando, Florida, 32803. That's from noon to 4 p.m. More information at fljobsnow.com.
McDonald's McCafe iced coffee wakes you up like the perfect song. The 100% Arabica beans get your head nodding. Yeah, then the cream drops like a smooth bass line. Add some ice to chill it down, and some French vanilla flavor. There you go. Or change it up and go with caramel. Either way, it's a stone cold classic. Start your day with a $1.49 McCafe iced coffee, available during breakfast hours only. Music to my ears. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. My day just flows better when I make my first stop McDonald's. I can choose 2 faves and save big with a bundle of savory sausage McMuffin or flaky sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns for breakfast for $2.79. Or I can make Mickey D's my last stop. Lunch, dinner, a late night snack perhaps, when I bundle a crispy McChicken or juicy McDouble with delicious small fries for only $3.69. Now my day is made the tastiest way when I bundle and save at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
This is Monster Jam. Witness big air, 2-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Brought to you by BKT Tires and Morgan & Morgan. Visit MorganMonsterJam.com for your $20 ticket for Morgan & Morgan. Visit website for restrictions and details. Coming to Camping World Stadium this Saturday. You have to see it live, so don't miss it.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea, or try something else. Just choose to be a father first, today.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Is another 2008 financial crisis looming? This is Kevin Demerit for Lear Capital. Just listen to the news. Numbers don't lie. Personal debt is at record highs. Corporate bankruptcies are soaring. Just the interest on our debt will hit $1 trillion this year. Then you have central banks buying record amounts of gold to protect their own assets. They see what's coming and it's a no-brainer. Maybe it's time for you to do the same. Move some of your paper assets into gold because they can't print more gold. It's easy to buy, easy to sell, and it's never been worth zero.
Folks, Kevin DeMeritt has been spot on about the economy and gold. Call Lear Capital today at 1-800-927-2400 for your free gold investor kit and their 2024 special report, Rising Debt, Rising Gold. Tell them Kevin sent you, and you'll also get free shipping on your first order. Call 1-800-927-2400. That's 1-800-927-2400. 1-800-927-2400.
Daytona Bike Week is back March 1st through the 10th, and there's no better place to celebrate than at the iconic Daytona International Speedway. Home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with top manufacturer displays, top-of-the-line gear, custom bikes, and more. Plus free test rides on progressive Demo Road and all the excitement of Harley-Davidson Thunder Alley. It all culminates Saturday, March 9th with America's most historic motorcycle race, the Daytona 200. Don't miss out. Daytona International Speedway is the place to celebrate Bike Week.
Life is too short to let allergy and sinus issues hold you back. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we understand the impact these challenges can have on your life. Imagine a life free from constant sneezing, itchy eyes, and sinus headaches. Our expert team provides comprehensive allergy testing and personalized treatment plans, ensuring your specific needs are addressed. Simple relief, better life. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, visit aspireallergy.com to schedule an appointment. aspireallergy.com and tackle your allergies head on.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
We're just happy to have you with us, friends. If you miss any of the show today, you can always go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe to the podcast. Very, very easy for you to do. And iHeartRadio's podcast is right there. They pay the bills around here, so you might as well use that, especially if you have one of those Google phones, Android phones, and they're getting rid of the podcast app. I can't believe it's happening.
How rude. You know, Apple would never do that.
They wouldn't do that to us, but the Android folks, they're a little screwed. So go subscribe over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. I know you guys were troublemakers when you were younger. I know.
What are you talking about?
I know, especially you, Sabrina.
I caused some trouble. I told you guys about the toilets overflowing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big
old
elementary school rebel.
Let's be real here. All of us know if we ranked the three of us on who was the worst kid, you're on the bottom of the list. Like, you didn't do a bunch of edgy, cool stuff to get in trouble. You were a good kid.
Only child.
Because he's a spoiled, good, only child, and his mom and dad loved him. And this is what you get out of it. You get a C lane out of that whole process. Do you disagree with this?
He's a good boy.
I mean, but I got in some trouble every once in a while.
Worst thing you did, go.
I made a website with disparaging remarks about my fellow students.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my God,
that's kind of bad.
What was the website
made a whole
called?
Website? Jesus, man.
It was like a GeoCities or something.
It used to be like just a slam book. Something around
this
you.
was an e-slam book.
A full website.
What did it say about your friends? Do you remember any of the things that you put on this website?
I forget. I said like.
You know who doesn't forget? The people who had disparaging comments on the website.
Yeah, they're still crying. They're still upset about this.
Well, that guy's a girl now, so I think he's doing great. She's doing great. Oh, and the other person's dead.
Oh,
no
my
way.
God.
No
Celine,
way.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if he's at the bottom of the list anymore.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest. Never did that.
Yeah,
the person I got in
rearrange
trouble
the list.
for in third grade did end up doing adult films.
By choice.
and a very successful career, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Still doing it to this day or no?
I don't believe so.
Oh, yeah. This career
I haven't reached out.
Yeah, well, you should though. Just see what's going on.
Big Doug Millionaire said, worst thing C-Lane did was got a large fry from the McDonald's in his school, but paid for a medium.
That's true. That's so C-Lane.
That's very me.
And then you would walk by his studio and be like, Sean, I got a large fry, only paid for a medium.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? And I'd be like, wow, congratulations, man. That's like his acting up, doing bad things.
I don't know, the website's pretty bad.
It's not great, but you didn't have a website that was like going after your friends ever?
No. We were. I mean, maybe some MySpace drama, but we didn't like create a website. Oh, actually, in high school, there was a friend of mine who found out her boyfriend cheated on her with another friend.
Yeah.
She took over his MySpace and destroyed it.
Oh, just put all the allegations out there?
Put it all out there, but like was, real nasty language. And every, with MySpace back in the day, you could go into the back end and edit all of it. And I mean, it came down to the music, the colors, every bit of wording was all geared towards the cheater.
Yeah, that's how high schoolers learned HTML.
It was great. My live journal was lit, man.
It's all like revenge stuff, I think.
Oh, and then in college, I wrote a script that downloaded everybody's pictures from the online yearbook and then put it in a Hot or Not website. That was pretty controversial.
Not you. That's Mark Zuckerberg that did that. That was not you that did that. I know that story.
When I was human.
I've seen the Social Network.
I used to be
when
human.
I was human. I used to be human. I'm still human. That was one of my favorite moments when Mark Zuckerberg tried to convince everybody. He said, "When I was human, I mean, I used to be human. I mean, I'm still human." Just walked right into it.
Red Flag City.
Yeah, he might be an alien. We're not quite sure exactly about him just yet. All right, but I did want to bring this up to sort of rattle your brains a bit and get you thinking about your childhood.
Okay.
And all the games that you used to play when you were a kid.
This Week in Triggers.
Now, C-Lane probably didn't play this, once again, because he was a good little boy and didn't do cool stuff like Sabrina and I. But when you were a young boy, C-Lane, did you ever play a game where you would knock on somebody's door and then run away as fast as you possibly could?
I did do a little bit of that in high school.
All right.
However, it turned into... We would go around this neighborhood. It was a golfing community, so we would like steal my friend's dad's golf cart and like go around ding-dong ditching.
Right. Okay, this is a key part of it right here.
Right. Except that my friend was an asshole, and when I would ring the doorbell, he would like full speed on the golf cart away from me, and I can't chase a golf cart, so it wasn't great for me. No.
Okay, ding dong ditch is the key thing because that's what you called it when you were a kid.
Well, I didn't call it the other thing, Sean.
Well, no, there was a
the other
long. Well, there's some not good, some some worse than others. There are different names, a long list of them that people used to call this thing where you would just knock on somebody's door and run away.
That's horrible.
All kinds of people were prey to the words that you used inside this. Like one was called knockdown ginger. That's what they called it, like in the UK. And
let's go have a rousing round of knockdown ginger.
Another was chappy and run. Knock a door run. There was like a million ways to say this. Sour Patch Pete says Edward knocking. I don't remember that, but I'm sure.
Mine was get shot if you do that. So we never got to play in my neighborhood, no.
No, in Miami, that's a little bit of an edgier game. Actually, it turns out it's the same game everywhere now. It's just the risk getting shot game for every single person who's playing it these days. But there was a huge discussion. What do you call this when you were younger? Some of them, we don't need to hear necessarily on the show. Some of them were things that were just completely different regionally. It's like when I told you that one time and nobody believed me. If you lived in the southeast or the northeast, I'm pretty sure that you played duck, duck, goose. But if you lived in like the Midwest, you played duck, duck, gray duck.
What?
There is no goose.
Gray duck.
Yeah, there's no goose involved.
That's stupid.
And it would say duck, duck, and it'd be gray duck, and you would run as fast as you possibly could.
I think one that we've talked about on the show before that I've heard other people say weird, and I go, who says that?
Mm-hmm.
What did you call when you were passing a joint around?
Oh.
Like when you're trying to tell somebody to hurry up because you want your turn.
Oh, don't bogart?
No. 3 words. It's like duck, duck, goose.
Hey, puff, puff, pass.
Exactly. Puff, puff, pass. But I've heard people say puff, puff, give. I'm like, puff, puff, give?
No.
That sounds, I mean, the whole point is to be alliterative.
Yeah, and everybody needs to get on board with the same stuff. It makes it far too difficult to follow these things if that's not the case. All right, let's go over to our former president, Donald Trump. He made a video. He's very upset. Very upset.
What is he mad about this time?
He's mad because he said people said he couldn't remember his wife's name, that he forgot Melania's name, and he said he didn't forget Melania's name, and he wants to defend himself. And my favorite part was the video that he made defending himself. He just like keeps going in on everybody else. Here he is.
The radical left Democrats are at it again. They're constantly making up stories about me because their candidate is a mental and physical basket case. There's never been anything like it. It's also the worst president in the history of our country. He went on a very poorly rated show last night. And he talked about
it's like everything is catching strays here. The show nobody's watching, right? And
worst president of the United States in entire world history.
Yeah, that's grown. He started out with worst president ever, and then worst president ever, the worst in the history of this country. And then he said he's a basket case. It's like there's a lot that he has going on. He's firing on all cylinders here.
Donald Trump and his wife. I don't know the name of my wife. He was referring to the fact that at CPAC, where I had a sold-out speech, the biggest audience they've had in years.
People have to pay tickets?
Everything is like this. At CPAC, huge crowd out there at CPAC. Really big crowd.
Biggest crowd of all time.
He says these things that nobody else says, like the way he phrases everything.
I made the statement that Melania was very popular because when I mentioned her name, the audience went wild. I then looked at the 2 people, man and wife, Matt and Mercedes Schlapp, and I said, wow, they really like the First Lady. So this got taken as the fact that I angles, Mercedes.
Yeah, he's like, when they say explaining is losing, he's done a multi-camera shot to combat this misinformation that he doesn't remember his wife's name, right?
The First Lady has nothing to do with that. These people are really dishonest. They are absolutely something. They have a horrible candidate who's a horrible president. They make up things constantly. You take a look at when I use Barack Hussein Obama and I interject him into where it's supposed to be.
It's just a lot.
And I do it purposely for comedic reasons and for sarcasm.
I like that. It's like, I do it for comedic purposes.
People think I don't know the difference between Tricky Nikki, and Nancy Pelosi, and I do it on purpose, and I do it for comedic reasons.
Oh, God. He's self-aware, he's saying, and he did not screw that up. So don't you dare suggest that he screwed up his wife's name, all right? He remembers his wife.
He's really mad about that.
He was a little bit upset, so he wanted to get that out there.
And now we all know what triggers Trumpy.
Truth
We're going to do it
Social.
a lot more.
They've been trying this for the last 2 months, I think. There's an effort here to go, yeah, Joe Biden's kind of out of it, and like old man River, but Trump's old too, because Trump is old. But Trump is not perceived as old as Biden is, because generally speaking, he just goes out there and does his thing without a teleprompter, and he doesn't like.
Sure,
he seems more with it
the tan, toupee.
He just seems more with it than Biden.
Do you think Trump's ever got the Botox or anything like that?
I'd be blown away if he didn't. All these people do that. All of these people do that.
I'm down for some Bobo.
I didn't know how common this was until Courtney was showing me stuff, and she would show me these celebrities before they went. Oh, actually, one great example was, look at all these women before they went on The Bachelor. And you see their lips, and they all have like thin lips. Mm-hmm. And they go on The Bachelor, and they all have giant puffy lips. They've all got like fillers that they've put in. And I said, what the hell? Everybody's cheating. I didn't know absolutely every person was like, maybe there was like 3 or 4 people who did not do that. All right, let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back.
One of our things that we love about The Bachelor this season, we haven't watched much of it. Just haven't been as interested.
Yeah.
But there's this one girl, you know, how like a handful of them will always have something where it's like, you know, I've been waiting for the right time to tell So it's what's his name? Brian?
No. I'll get it. Hold on. I'll get it.
Joey? Something.
Joey.
I've been waiting for the right time to tell Joey about my blank, you know? A lot of times it's like, for the guys, it's like, you know, I have a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want the kid to scare them away. Or I have stuff like that. And the one girl who is smoking hot, I mean, absolutely beautiful girl, is like, I don't know what he's going to say about my cochlear implant.
Yeah.
You can't even see it.
Well, the problem is everybody has to have a sob story. And if you don't, I remember one girl on The Bachelor one time, and I think she said, like, you know, I didn't get to go to my high school prom, and people made fun of me, and I was bullied at school. And that was like the best thing that she could come up with, like where she was a victim, you know?
Did they throw her a prom?
And what happened was, instead of that, the people who watched the show, within like 5 minutes of the show airing, found that she was like prom queen, and like she definitely went, and you go, it's okay, like it's totally fine to be a person and go, you know what, I didn't have it that rough. My life has been pretty good. I've been very, very fortunate, and I've had it better than most people have. Like, it's okay to say that.
It is,
but on that
but
show,
sympathy feels so good, especially when they're on national television.
Yeah, and they want that moment where they feel like, well, I'm getting closer with him because I admitted that one time I had diarrhea when I was 11. You know, it's not big enough of an issue that they toss out there sometimes. The cochlear implant thing is, like, that's a serious thing. That's a big deal, obviously.
But it's not something that's going to scare a guy away.
No, I don't think so. Do you know what?
You may have to move to the other side of her.
I gotta learn more about this. I heard there was somebody who was going viral. This poor woman. There's somebody who was going viral on TikTok, right?
Facebook,
and
Instagram, Twitter.
She was like, after I got my cochlear implant, and then she was at a music festival. And she was trying to explain. It was hard to understand because you don't know unless you've had a cochlear implant. But somebody in the comments kind of made it make sense for me. And they said, if you get a cochlear implant, if you're somebody who's big into music festivals or music and jam bands and stuff, before you get the cochlear implant, you could still like feel all the music going through you, and you can enjoy a concert even though your hearing might not be the best. After you get the cochlear implant, these people are suggesting, everything becomes much more robotic. And your hearing actually suffers trying to adjust to listen to this new version of hearing, like the new like electronic version of hearing. And the woman unplugged her cochlear implant, and the I guess the idea was that she wasn't able to hear the live music anymore the way she used to, which I didn't know was a thing. Yeah, it's like there's some weird things about that. Like it's amazing, but
this weird thing. It was a deaf girl from the UK. And but deaf in the sense of like when she could sound some stuff out, like essentially light talk, but you could hear that deaf voice,
right?
But she had a British accent. So someone commented like, how do you have a British accent if you can't hear? It turns out because the British accent, much like other accents, is how your mouth is moving and formed.
Really?
And she learned from mimicking her British family, and now she has a deaf British accent, a British deaf accent.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I'm saying?
What
That's
does that
crazy. No,
sound
I
like?
understand. Yeah.
I'm not doing it. That's for sure.
It was all picked up from like watching the physical manifestations of somebody speaking.
And interesting.
That makes sense. There was a guy who was on, I don't know if I talked about this when it happened, but it was on Big Brother. And he was one of the first deaf Big Brother contestants to go as far as he did, or maybe one of the first ever just in general.
How is that even possible?
He could hear like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And he had a cochlear implant as well. But he was one of the first people I've ever seen that was deaf that you couldn't tell. And
so maybe they lost it later in life?
I don't know. It may have been that was the case, but the way that he spoke, you would be very hard pressed to tell that he was deaf. We obviously, like, you could pretend this is not a thing, but everybody all knows, like, there's an inflection to a person who's deaf because they can't hear, unfortunately, the sound of their own voice. And he didn't have that. Maybe it was that he, like, for a while was able to hear, and then that faded away. Okay, we got a lot coming up. We got the next episode. We got this story about this high school or college now football player who's got some very interesting beliefs we need to dive into. We got This Week in Florida. We got Mo DeWitt. We got a lot, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio Follow us on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Road closure due to a crash on 1792 northbound between Ronald Reagan Boulevard and Lake Mary Boulevard. Crash is at Tropic Park Drive. Minor crash blocking the shoulder on the Turnpike southbound after North Hancock Road. And still seeing that slow traffic now I-4 westbound after Sand Lake Road to after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, my friends, whether you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, then you got to work with someone you could trust, someone who's part of the Real Radio family, someone who has your best interest in mind. And it's That Mortgage Guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com. Get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Hey, let's get out of here. With Audible, we could root for a lone astronaut as he tries to save Earth from disaster. Maybe go for a run with the founder of the world's biggest sneaker brand. We could get the tea on the real-life media mogul succession drama. Or find out what life is really like for an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, with Audible, we could go anywhere. There's more to imagine when we listen. Hear the latest audiobooks, podcasts, and originals at audible.com.
The Big Florida Repossessed Car Fair is finally in Orlando, now until March 4th. Orlando Luxury Motors has more than 150 cars, SUVs, and trucks, and you'll save 20, 30, to 50% off MSRP. Good, new, or bad credit, all credits are welcome. You are 100% approved. Your first payment will be up to 60 days with zero down payment. You just pay the taxes. We will have music, food, drinks, and games for the kids. Take advantage of this opportunity and save big at Orlando Luxury Motors, 5300 South Orange Blossom Trail, right by the Florida Mall, or call 407-233-3201.
This is Daytona, the heart of racing, the soul of speed, and the only place in Florida to witness the adrenaline-pumping, awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross. Daytona Supercross, where champions are made, legends are born, and the biggest names battle it out under the lights at the world center of racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 2nd. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Why are you dressed like a hockey goalie in our living room?
Well, you know how I said that we really needed to save more?
So you're dressed like a goalie because you make saves?
Yes.
Maybe we should just go to Navy Federal Credit Union. They have tons of great savings and investment options, like share certificates with sky-high rates.
Oh, what a save!
Grow your finances with the official military appreciation partner of the NHL, Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Savings products insured by NCUA. Investment products are not insured, not obligations of Navy Federal, and may lose value.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kid's day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I want Tom who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you're injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
History is beautiful, brutal, and often ridiculous. Join me, Ben Bullitt.
And me, Noel Brown, as we dive into some of the strangest stories from across the span of human civilization in Ridiculous History.
Whether we're exploring the accidental invention of hold music,
or how people used to rent pineapples, join us to hear the many ways history can be oh so ridiculous.
Listen to Ridiculous History on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite podcast.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Real Radio 104.1. When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is...
Before too long, we're going to do the next episode. That's not why there's tough times, by the way. And we're also going to be doing This Week in Florida. Those are both on the way momentarily. But tough times out there to be a homeowner, for God's sake. It's not easy. It's very, very difficult. I need there to be as many as possible because there are about 6 brand new homes across the street from my house. And
beautiful. Just drove by.
There's going to be
still have that
2
one
more.
shack, though, huh?
That's the most hilarious thing. There's going to be, you know, like where all those are in a row.
Yeah.
Then you got the little tiny house, and then on the other side of that, there's going to be 2 very large new houses. So like it's going to be like the Up movie, completely surrounded by all these big houses. Mm-hmm. It's a little tiny house left over. And obviously somebody eventually will sell that place and they'll just knock it over like they've done with everything else on the other side of the street from me. But there's a couple of them that I'm watching. And there's one, I have this house down the street. Oh, my God. If it wouldn't be so damn revealing, I would love to share it with all of you. It's one of the most amazing places on planet Earth. There's a house down the street that nobody's probably lived in for 50 years, I would guess. And the front door is always open, but it's open to like various degrees of openness. Mm-hmm. And, okay. And it looks, when you look at it,
like blowing in the wind somehow?
Oh, yeah. Something like, you know, like creaking. And like, you guys wouldn't for $1,000 go inside this house. It's the scariest looking, most haunted looking, probably dead bodies in their house. And nobody actually lives there. There's one right next to it that's like it's on stilts. All these people are just waiting for the gentrification wave, baby. And eventually it's going to hit them. They're going to sell. They're going to make their money and they're going to move out. And the whole damn street has changed in like short time, which is very good for me. Not so great for other folks. Actually, really nobody's losing on this street. Everybody's kind of winning out. But it's insane to see this house. And it's like they're just going to sit there and wait as long as they possibly can because they're not going to put money into the house. You're not going to repair it. You're just going to leave it there all spooky looking. And I almost want to buy it one year to do for the radio show a haunted house. It would be the scariest haunted house that you've ever seen in your life if we did this.
We did a haunted house one. Didn't you have to pay for the ghost birthday cake or something like
that? I did, yep. Yeah, that was the thing. We did a tour of a supposedly haunted location downtown. There's no way it's not haunted. It's truly something else. But tough times out there. And the reason I bring this up is because they now say Americans must earn roughly how much money per year to afford a typical home in the United States of America. All right?
Say that one more time, please.
All right. So Americans must earn how much money to comfortably afford a typical home right now? How much money would it cost? How much do you have to bring in to afford a typical home on the market right now? How much money per year?
Have they defined typical home by any chance?
Typical means in this situation, and most when they're talking like this, just the median or average home in the United States of America right now.
Let's go $500,000.
Okay.
That was too high. All right, let's go $300,000. I don't know. Everything seems really expensive.
Let me help you think about this a little bit, all right? If it's $500,000 a year, you don't think looking around that the average person in the average house makes $500,000 a year, correct?
No. By no means. But I'm just saying what has gone up on sale recently, unless you don't want any neighbors.
No. So think about it this way, because it's numbers and averages and medians and all that stuff. The average person that buys a house, the average home buyer, has to make how much money a year?
$100,000.
Okay, $100,000. What do you think, Celia?
Let's go $90,000.
$106,500 to
zagged.
And you got to put some air quotes on this, to comfortably afford a typical home.
That's still with what, a 30-year loan?
It would probably be.
Have to put a
30-year
lot down.
loan. You would probably have to put a decent amount down, and you would have to have that much money to get that amount down, too. A significant increase for the $59,000 annual household income that put homeownership within reach for families in 2020. This is 4 years, friends. 2020, the average annual household income you needed was $59,000 to buy a house. Now it's $106,500. That's a big jump right there. That is a real big jump. In 2020, the U.S. median income was $66,000, which meant most people could get a house. They could go out there and buy one. But now the median income is probably about $81,000 per household, okay? $80,000-ish. And that's not enough to buy any of these houses. So you got to hope, and I don't hope this happens, that the market starts to sag and that becomes an issue. Hasn't happened too bad just yet, and we'll see where the market goes moving forward. All right, here's this college football player. He's probably smart, right? He went to college after all.
Of course.
Well, he's in college.
Oh, yeah, he's still there. He's still learning. He's Texas Tech defensive back Tyler Owens is his name. There's some things he believes in and some things he just doesn't necessarily believe in. And he's at the NFL Combine, which is the place you go before the draft. So, he's like leaving his Texas Tech school. And he says that he does not believe in space. He's not a believer of space. Okay. Not a thing. He would have been at odds with our guest yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
Or, with just science altogether.
Yeah, as people in general.
For a while, looking up into the sky.
He says, I don't believe in space. I'm real religious, so I think we're alone now. I don't think there's other planets and stuff like that. He doesn't even believe in other planets, this guy.
Does he believe in the moon?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see what he says. Here you go.
You guys are discussing that you don't believe in.
No, I don't believe in space. I'm like,
let me turn it on.
Can you hear the guy next to him?
Right now, I don't think there's like other planets and stuff like that. I don't know.
What led you to that point to believe that?
Man, there's like 800 people being interviewed at the exact same time. All right next to each other.
It's a good way to get some good content, some good audio clips.
When it first started, though, the whatever football players next to him is like, what is he talking about?
What? He said, I don't believe in space. I'm real religious, so I think we're alone now. I don't think there's other planets and stuff like that. And he said he thinks there's some truth and some valid points to the flat earth theories that he's been thinking. So the future looks bright, friends. It looks real bright out there. Everybody is really, really hopeful about these folks who believe that space isn't a real thing. And there you go. Okay, quick break. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? J-Lo's new movie is getting ripped apart online. So why not release a documentary about the making of said movie? Flavortown Music Festival runs out of spice, yet somehow Firefest 2 is still thriving. Plus, a bidding war ensued for the last place Tony Soprano placed his mob booty. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Friday. And for the rest of today, we are going to be expecting pleasant temperatures with highs approaching the upper 70s and a high of 81 degrees for Orlando. We'll expect the cloud cover to stick around and a couple of very isolated stray light showers can't be ruled out for today. Although scattered showers will be on the increase for this weekend. It won't be a washout, but a few thunderstorms will be possible Sunday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Bike Week is here. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Bike Week plans. Orlando Harley-Davidson has the largest selection of new and pre-owned Harley-Davidson motorcycles in the state of Florida. Make sure to stop at Orlando Harley-Davidson during Bike Week. Enjoy food, exclusive merchandise, pinstriping, tattoos, music, a full bar, and so much more. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for a full list of motorcycle inventory and Orlando Bike Week details. Stop by the Orlando Harley-Davidson dealership right off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
In this week's Marketers Report, we learn about the value of local influencers in uncertain times from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
The economy is tough for everyone, and taking a step back and understanding the pain that your customers are currently going through because of a tough environment is really important. We have 19,000 agents across the country, and they understand what's going on in those very unique communities. iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, connected, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Is another 2008 financial crisis looming? This is Kevin Demerit for Lear Capital. Just listen to the news. Numbers don't lie. Personal debt is at record highs. Corporate bankruptcies are soaring. Just the interest on our debt will hit $1 trillion this year. Then you have central banks buying record amounts of gold to protect their own assets. They see what's coming and it's a no-brainer. Maybe it's time for you to do the same. Move some of your paper assets into gold because they can't print more gold. It's easy to buy, easy to sell, and it's never been worth zero.
Folks, Kevin Demerit has been spot on about the economy and gold. Call Lear Capital today at 1-800-927-2400 for your free Gold Investor Kit and their 2024 special report, Rising Debt, Rising Gold. Tell them Kevin sent you, and you'll also get free shipping on your first order. Call 1-800-927-2400. That's 1-800-927-2400. 1-800-927-2400.
$5 finger-licking deals are back at your local KFC. Choose from 3 delicious options: a 2-piece meal with a drum, thigh and buttery biscuit side, an 8-piece chicken nuggets, or 2 chicken little sandwiches. Only available at select participating locations, not online. Tax extra. It's finger-licking good.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. Save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed and Sunday. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way.
Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like The Vinyl Experience. Just search Vinyl Experience and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
On through the weekend here. And if you miss any of the show today, you can always get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. Pop on over there and please join us each and every day here on the show. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Like a Musgrave pencil.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up is right. Because if you're refinancing, buying a first dream home, perhaps doing some...
Why are you refinancing your mortgage?
Go to thatmortgageguy.com. Work with That Mortgage Guy Don. Listen to the Home Loans Radio Show and know that you are in good hands. Great hands.
Call him now for your mortgage reading.
Or, anything that you want. Just make sure you go to the website, thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Happy weekend, everybody, and let's kick it off with death on this day. 18 years ago, 2006, Jack Wild. Do you know the name?
I know that. Is it Jack Wild or Zach Wild?
Jack Wild. It was 18 years ago, 2006. He, you might know the character he played. It was Jimmy, the owner of a flute, but not any old flute.
Oh, the flute that went...
Freddie the Magic Flute.
HR Puffinstall.
HR Puffinstall. Here's the irony.
What flute were you thinking of?
I have no idea, but go ahead and explain.
No. There's...
Would love
Where
to
did the
hear
flute
more.
go, Sean?
I thought you were
butt
talking
flute?
about the American Pie flute.
Someone
one summer,
owned that? I think that was
she went to summer camp. Yeah, one time at band
it was
camp.
a clarinet.
I got a flute stuck in my...
Nope, that wasn't it. It was the owner of Freddie the Magic Flute.
Well, okay, how am I supposed to know? There's lots of flutes out there. They go in all sorts of places.
This
I
is a
didn't know which
magic
one you were
flute.
talking about.
There's not the one that went inside. I guess it was just his mouth. And of all things, on this day, he died of mouth cancer.
Oh, man.
So it was, the magic was cancer. On and on to heaven. Celebrities. We are now finding out all of them did not want to work with J-Lo. For some reason, this new movie that she has, This Is Me Now, the one that she paid $20 million of her very own dollars from the block to put out there. I've not seen it yet. I don't think I can bring myself to see it, but it's becoming the new Geely as far as her career goes.
What is this? What do you know about this? Is it like a musical?
It's like a musical, but it's kind of about her life. And
This Is Me Now, J-Lo. Okay. I'm looking it up, all right?
Oh, is anything?
Sorry.
Well, on top of it.
Hold on. It's an album. And
but it comes
I guess,
along with a movie.
I guess there's also a movie. Part of a 3-part project documenting Jennifer Lopez's life, her love life, reunion with actor Ben Affleck, and search for love. This Is Me Now is accompanied by 2 further components. The second is a narrative-driven musical film titled This Is Me Now, a Love Story. That's the movie then, right?
Oh, got it. Yeah,
This
that
Is Me Now, a Love Story.
So it is not doing well online, but I think in the cult category, well, perhaps... This is now, the third movie J-Lo's done that everyone's like, it's so bad, but we love it.
Do you see who's in it? It says Jennifer Lopez in an ensemble cast including Jane Fonda, Fat Joe, Kim Petras, Keke Palmer, Post Malone, Sofia Vergara, Jennifer Lewis, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's So that's a funny thing. Now with this new documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, she revealed some of the names that were not in this film. Another way to put it is that they turned it down.
Turn down for what?
All right. Just wanted to play that. These are all the names. I'll let her awkward team during the documentary tell you.
Taylor Swift is a no.
Jason Momoa's not available. Jennifer Coolidge not available. Lizzo not available.
So he's doing Succession 2 and The Lion King and Star Wars Andor 2, so he's not necessarily available. He's not available, but he loves you. Do you want Vanessa?
The Lion King.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. She's not available.
Really crappy audio, but it's Jason Momoa, Jennifer Coolidge, Lizzo, Vanessa Hudgens, Snoop Dogg, Khloe Kardashian as SZA, Bad Bunny, Anthony Ramos from Hamilton, because he's good friends with Mark Anthony, also not available, and so many more. Now, apparently, Lizzo has reached out to TMZ and said that she did not turn down the cameo for Jennifer Lopez movie. She just wasn't asked.
Oh.
So somebody's lying.
Yeah, maybe like her agent or somebody screwed her over there, or they're just lying. Somebody's lying. You're right. I don't know who it is, though.
I'm not lying about this. Unfortunately, we have to stick a fork in Guy Fieri's inaugural Flavortown Fest because it is done.
What? What happened?
Oh, no, dog. It was supposed to be 2 days of music and food extravaganzas planned for June 1st and June 2nd in the Food Network star's hometown of Columbus, Ohio. It has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. Boomtown, baby. It was set to be headlined by rockers Greta Van Fleet and Kane Brown. Also performances by Nico Moon and Low Cash and Bret Michaels.
Wow.
But it is no more. It was supposed to be a celebration of Columbus. Festival grounds were going to be transformed into fictional Flavortown, a Fieri-themed village, which I think would have been really fun. I was going to give that to C-Lane for his birthday, early birthday gift. But they say it's no more, unforeseen circumstances. Yet for some reason, I think these would be under the category of the opposite of unforeseen. Like we could see this from a mile away, considering the very first Fire Festival. But Billy McFarland, the guy behind Fire Festival, announced that the sequel is even closer to happening. And he can tell us how much money has been made with pre-sales. And I have so many questions for Mo after this.
Okay.
Where is my damn Fire Festival? Fire Fest 2, Electric Boogaloo. That poor guy.
I thought he wasn't allowed to do this.
You'd think. He says pre-sales made $110 million already.
Lies.
Ticket prices started at $2,500 a piece. The highest access level ticket costing more than $1 million. He didn't say how many tickets sold, though. Just the next time we hear from him, it'll be after his business partners make their official Fire Fest 2 announcement. It will supposedly go down in December in the Caribbean somewhere. So good luck to everyone who is involved. This is exciting. This is a fest that I absolutely would have signed up for had I known, but to celebrate the 25th season of this show.
Law and Order. Law and Order.
Law and Order. SVU is right. Sean, I'll give you the point. It's the 25th season.
As they say.
25th season of Law and Order SVU. And they decided to change New York City's Rockefeller Plaza to Olivia Benson Plaza for 48 effing hours.
Okay.
And I'm there for it. You know Olivia Benson, right? She's the star of the show.
Yeah. Nope. I don't.
You've seen it. After 25 seasons, Sean?
No, I've never seen an episode of that, I don't think. Benson?
Mariska Hargitay. She plays Detective Olivia Benson, Liv. She'll be honored with a special immersive exhibit dedicated to the world of SVU. Though the show's subject matter can be dark and dismal and especially heinous, it's going to be a celebration of the lead actress and, of course, her longevity. She has been at it since the beginning. Many haircuts, making a bunch of money. Even Stabler left, but then he came back, and then he got his own show that I'm still watching, but I'm surprised it's still going.
How crazy. She started playing on the show before she got like that main role that she had in the 90s as like a police officer and just like a rando character. And she's been around all the way. Like 99 was the first appearance of her character, I guess. That's crazy.
The longest running female actress on primetime television.
Damn.
I believe that previously the longest running female actress on primetime television was also a character in Law and Order.
Yeah, it was the guy who just passed away.
No, it was a woman.
Was it the gal with the really long hair? Kind of a tubby lady?
Older black woman.
Never mind.
Like
we have two different people in mind. But the other guy who just passed, he is the only character who has been on all of the Law and Order series as the same character. Little fun fact, I should find some hobbies.
Sam Watterson?
This will absolutely be a Law and Order SVU episode in the future. I'll put $5 on it. We've heard about band drama with Pink Floyd, the Ramones. Who's another big one? Guns N' Roses. They all take separate tour buses because they can't stand each other.
Lots of infighting.
This is a band out of Tennessee. They're hardcore, and hardcore has a new definition. It's called Llorona. Llorona. This is not their music, but anyways, it's just heavy metal. But earlier this week, it was announced they were parting ways with their singer Diego. They just goes by Diego.
This is the Nashville band?
This is the Nashville band with the insane story.
I heard this. I was like, is this no, I don't have any update for you at all. So Fritz sent me this story in a text message the other day, and I said, is this actually real, or are they like pranking everybody, or what? So I'm all ears. What happened here?
So Diego, lead singer, he did something kind of, they would call it effed up to his other bandmate who goes by Six with 2 X's. Turns out Diego wanted to steal Six's fiance, steal his girl. And his plan was to start dosing his bandmate with estrogen. Yeah. So
to like make him feminine?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. Diego,
turn him into a pussy.
He had some kind of job in fitness or supplements, and he was providing Six with some, quote, pre-workout formula. This was very Mean Girls. Remember? It was supposed to be like a weight loss shake, and ended up being protein, and she got fat, and then she couldn't sit at the table because she was wearing yoga pants. I should find another hobby. But he was secretly loading it up with estrogen. So the band says Diego was attempting to force a transition onto Six for the last 5 months in hopes
he was going to trans him?
Yep, and as soon as his fiance saw, well, he's turning into a woman, obviously I have to move on to the manliest person in the band, Diego.
Yeah.
Because he looks stronger and more manly in comparison.
I've been secretly giving C-Lane soy since the very beginning of this show.
Is it packed with estrogen?
It's just soy. And I've been just trying to make him the most soy person on the show. And he's been resistant to it so far.
That's where I got that accent from.
Might be that. This has to be fake, right? Like this sounds like the most insane thing.
There's a big statement attached to it. They said he was tampering, has caused confusion. Obviously, thousands of dollars in medical bills in the past months, trying to figure out what's going on. We would not know any of this unless Diego had gotten too drunk and ousted himself, then stated in an admission to all of us via text, there are so many more disgusting details that we have left out for the sake of privacy and general censorship.
I mean, could you imagine if, like, Against Me, the band, they were like, yeah, we've been doing this to you, too. To the lead singer of that band, who actually is a transgender person.
And a beautiful transgender woman, by the way.
Who's, like, identifying as a completely different human being now. Like, Laura Jane Grace, I guess. Like, this can't possibly be a thing. How do you get your hands on this stuff?
Like, his ticket's not selling that great, so let's see the new lead singer.
I mean, also, your end game is to steal this dude's fiance, who you have the hots for. Do you even have a connection with his fiance? Are you just assuming that once this guy turns into a giant pussy, how do you confirm, or how do you make sure that she hops to you next? She might go, I'm done with this band.
Actually, I'm a lesbian now. That would be the most ironic part. All right, just to wrap it up and kind of pay off an earlier tease, the booth from the season finale of The Sopranos being sold on eBay right now. And it's from a real New Jersey restaurant called Holston's. And as of the most recent look, the bidding was over $63,000.
Wow. So the actual booth that they sat in when like Journey Don't Stop Believing was playing?
Yeah, and I'm surprised that it wasn't a movie prop and they're just going to sell it. But that'll take care of some bills.
I'm surprised it's on eBay and not like a Sotheby's or something.
Yeah, that's a really good collectible, actually.
Yeah. Of an update, the auction ends on Monday. And as far as the boob tube goes, enjoy your weekend of all the viewing. And should you be on the computer, go to realradio.fm/justokay and get your tickets for March 6th. Just okay. It's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a hoot and a half. And if you're not there, then you will be a square forever. Yeah. realradio.fm/justokay. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, stay with Mama.
Smoke weed every day.
You are going to hurt yourself. What are you doing?
I'm fine.
You just had a practice with your band.
Yeah. You don't think we have screaming during our set?
Now you're doing this here on the show. You're going to shred
I could
yourself.
do it. It's no problem.
I don't even know. How do you start off that high? Is there a trick? Is there like a
estrogen shot of estrogen right into the butt?
That didn't get it there for me. No. The first part is key because then you can follow that. All right, give me the metal music. All right, I know we're supposed to go to break. I know. I just refuse. Yeah.
Jesus, you went yeah.
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 What's do the beginning again.
This is great radio.
All right, cool. Brings me back to what was it we were doing on the other on the show yesterday? I think when people were like, "Well, this is great radio." right here.
My wife even texted me riveting radio.
No, it was when we were talking to the thing that was going to tell us how fast we spoke.
Hello,
Sabrina's just going, "Hello, hello." Hello? Hello?
Not a fast
Hello? Hello?
My bad.
All right, quick break. When we come back, This Week in Florida with Christopher. Dolores Lane. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
All the cool kids are doing it, and you want to be like the cool kids, don't you? Well, don't you? The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still have a couple of lanes blocked on 1792 northbound between Ronald Reagan Boulevard and Lake Mary Boulevard at Tropic Park Drive. Accident blocking the left-hand lane, World Drive at I-4. Heavy congestion I-4 westbound between US 92 to after Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Get ready, because Scott's is taking over Daylight Saving Time. It's such a big event that we're calling it Day-Long Saving Time. And now it's got real savings. In fact, it's the biggest deals of the year. Audacious? Absolutely. So don't wait. Stock up early and you'll be able to save up to $20 on Scott's Triple Action and Easy Seed products today at the Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ace Hardware. Offers available February 29th through March 6th at select U.S. stores while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See store for exact offers.
Are allergies holding you back? Take control with Aspire Allergy and Sinus, your one-stop solution for a breath of fresh air. Our expert team offers comprehensive allergy testing and cutting-edge treatments so you can enjoy life without the hassles of sneezing and sniffles. Say goodbye to allergy and sinus struggles and hello to a healthier, happier you. Go to AspireAllergy.com today to ditch those temporary fixes and schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
This is Daytona.
the heart of racing, the soul of speed, and the only place in Florida to witness the adrenaline-pumping, awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross, Daytona Supercross, where champions are made, legends are born, and the biggest names battle it out under the lights at the world center of racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 2nd. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. Yes, another attorney commercial. When people ask me what they should look for when they're hiring an attorney, I make it pretty simple. 1, has your attorney been practicing for more than 10 years? 2, do they pick up the phone when you call? And 3, do they actually care about you? If this works for you, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546. Office, Orlando.
The hit true crime podcast Paper Ghosts is back with a haunting mystery in the shadows of the Ozarks. Season 4 unravels a darkly intriguing cold case from 1989 as a community continues to search for answers about a missing girl, various suspects, and a potential connection to BTK.
It's gone from, okay, we don't think something's quite right, to there's some worry going on now because now we've found some of her clothing.
Listen to Paper Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
Hey, Orlando, are you looking for new ways to save? Well, on Verizon, you don't need to be on a family plan to get our best deals. Switch to Verizon, and for a limited time, plans start at just $50 per month for a single line, with autopay plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone with unlimited welcome. That's a savings of $15 per month. And when you switch now, you can save on the things you love to stream, like Netflix and Max. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. A better plan to save is Verizon. This offer won't last long. Visit your local Verizon store to switch and save big today. $180 BYOD promo credit per phone applied over 36 months for new customers with one new line with your own 4G or 5G smartphone on unlimited welcome plan required. $360 local promo credit applied over 36 months for new customers with one new line. Additional terms apply. In select markets only. Auto pay and paper-free billing required. For unlimited welcome plan in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Rev up your automotive care with Amazon. For DIY projects and regular vehicle maintenance, Amazon Automotive makes finding the right parts for your car easy. You can use your garage to easily view, manage, and use the automotive parts finder to find parts for your saved vehicles. Just add your vehicle's details to your Amazon garage. Then shop with confidence using Amazon's part finder to explore compatible parts and accessories and receive customized recommendations. Get started today at Amazon.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Bikers, welcome to Daytona Beach. We are so happy you're here. Head over full throttle to Twin Peaks and enjoy all of the scenic views that you can handle. Located at 1571 Outlet Boulevard, Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the fourth window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The only radio show strong enough to fight off a Category 5 hurricane.
Florida is going to start in just a moment, and that means you are going to go on a ride with us. Well, with C-Lane, really, to see what's happening in Florida and how weird things are getting out there. I saw a couple of stories that are laid off of both yesterday and today, so I don't know. It could be a jackpot for C-Lane over there. Not sure how the coffers are looking for this week in Florida.
There's some decent stuff, I think.
Yeah?
It's going to be a good time. I thought you were going to steal one of mine like a break or two ago.
Oh, did I tease something that sounded like it?
No, we were just talking about some homeownery kind of stuff we're going to get into
no.
during the segment.
All right. It's not a homeowners association thing, is it really?
No.
I think it's almost universal, the hatred for homeowners association. Somebody on Twitter this week, they started to go viral.
Well, I also think we never hear from people who are like, my homeowners association's fine.
Yeah, or I'm part of it, and I get paid.
We did. We heard from a couple of people last time we talked about this, and somebody was like, mine is great. I got no problem whatsoever.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
The one that started going viral this week on Twitter was somebody said, this is why homeowners associations are great, and you can't tell me otherwise. And it was like a house with all sorts of crazy like little monsters designed onto the outside of it.
That seems fun.
And almost everybody was like, you proved the opposite point. I would love for this to be my neighbor. This is a really cool design. Like, this is fun. All these things are great. Well, we'll see where we go with this. Are you ready, C-Lane?
Ready, Sean.
All right, let's do this week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yeah. That's right. The weekend's here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And we'll go to that homeowner story first because Florida is once again number one in something.
Oh,
that's not always a good thing, but we are number one in the list of people that are desperately trying to move out.
Oh, people are leaving the state of Florida?
Move out of their houses. It doesn't necessarily say Florida, but Florida, according to a real estate marketplace app Zillow, which we're all familiar with, Florida has the highest number of quote-unquote motivated sellers listing their properties.
And going where? That's the thing.
No, they're just trying to get out of whatever house they have.
Okay.
So we remember our discussion earlier was that now you have to have what? You have to make $106,000 a year to afford an average
yes, I'll be renting
home.
Another year.
But it's saying here, as of Wednesday, February 28th, there were 4,928 listings on Zillow's app for Florida properties whose sellers described themselves as motivated, meaning typically they'll accept lower offers from potential buyers to sell quickly. They could be driven by financial loss, divorce or separation, job relocation, or other personal issues. Vacation rental investor Robin Darr noticed the spike in motivated sellers in Sunshine State, wrote about it on X, wondering what was going on. For comparison, we said 4,925 in Florida for motivated sellers. Mm-hmm. In New York, there are 424.
Oh,
in
damn.
California, it's 1066, and in Texas, our friends in Dallas, 1,770.
Wow.
So we are like multiple times the amount of motivated sellers.
Well, it had to happen in Florida in particular, but a lot of states are like this where the marketplace got so hot and so unaffordable, and then the interest rates they still are incredibly high. So it had to fizzle out. I think we're starting to get down to a bottom at the moment here, hopefully.
To zoom more in on the map of Florida, the motivated sellers totaled 1,086 in the area around Fort Lauderdale and Miami, 1,100 around Orlando, 1,083 around Tampa. So people are just trying to get out maybe to a smaller house or maybe like you said, just get out of Florida altogether. We heard last week, I believe, the tragic story where a young girl was killed after digging a giant hole at the beach.
Insane, yeah.
And now a lot of the different beach communities are kind of looking through their city codes and going, hey, do we have anything in place to protect people from doing that in the future or punish people who participate in the digging of giant holes? I never really it was never a thing where I went to the beach and go, you know what I want to do? Just dig and dig and
whole
dig
time.
the whole time.
Not for me either. I think when I was little, I got buried. And then we got the picture, and then it wasn't fun anymore.
You mean like fun, beach buried, the shot where it's just your head above the sand kind of thing? Yeah.
But beyond that, I don't understand the digging of the giant hole.
I'm with you. That seems dangerous. Well, obviously it is.
Over in Navarre, they say digging holes on the beach and not filling them up is not illegal on local beaches, but that could change. Navarre Beach says tragedies like the one in South Florida concern them. The Fire Rescue Division Chief, Austin Turnbull, says, with a few beverages and a metal shovel, you can do a lot of damage out here. I think it's weird that he put the few beverages because for me, it suggests that somebody would be drinking while they dug the holes, and a child died who was not drinking. So it's a little weird. But Chief Turnbull says it happens every single day out here. You dig a hole and it's 6 foot. It's not going to be a big deal for you. But if this kid's brother is helping his 2-year-old dig a deep and it collapses, we have a larger issue. He also said that there was an incident on the beach, and this is crazy. Right on the emergency lane, we had someone dig a 7 feet deep hole with stairs going in.
What?
Then covered it with a tarp and threw sand on top of it for shade, and one of my lifeguards almost drove into it.
Okay.
What kind of idiot does this?
It's a trap.
What, are they, what do they need the shade for? Are they trying to live under there?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
What about high tide?
Not a great idea at all. Well, hey, we last weekend we went to Fritz's wedding and everybody had a good time. Nobody was assaulted. Yeah. As far as I know, I didn't leave super early, but
there was no assault at Fritz's wedding.
Yeah.
Great segue.
I think people had fun and there was no problems.
Well, that wasn't the case for the wedding that was attended by Ronte Stokes, a 45-year-old ex-con who attended the nuptials of Anita Brooks, his sister, at the event hall in Largo, Florida. During the wedding celebration, he got into a verbal altercation with the bride. The defendant battered the bride and created a disturbance at the reception. After striking, the 48-year-old Brooks Stokes was escorted out of the reception hall, struck several other victims. This guy was just fighting his way out. And
God, can you imagine being that wedding guest?
Yeah.
I wonder if they got an asterisk in the list, and it's like, all right, well, we'll give them a chance, but they still end up assaulting somebody.
That's insane.
The group of victims includes the man's 65-year-old mother, which I believe is an extra charge for him, a niece, his brother-in-law, and a bridesmaid. Stokes, who has a lengthy rap sheet, was convicted last month of disorderly intoxication and $500. He's also been found guilty of possessing fentanyl and marijuana, and has a combined total, has spent more than 10 years in Florida State Prison. So
look at you
what
go.
A guy.
But he still made that wedding list, which weirdly. And now, speaking of fentanyl in Walton County, a man who stashed fentanyl in his anus has been sentenced to 7 years in prison.
But fentanyl.
The sheriff's office announced that's got to be pretty dangerous, right?
There's a street name for it now, or at least what they're using on SVU. It's like Fenty. Or something like that.
Oh, where they talk about fentanyl, they say it that way?
Or maybe I'm getting it wrong, but there should be a nickname. Fentanyl just seems too science for me.
Well, Celine, to your point, absolutely. There's huge risk that anytime you do that, whatever you're sneaking the drugs in opens up and then your system is exposed to that and then you're dead.
It says once at the jail, the guy was arrested he was on probation for drug charges. And deputies searched his home. They didn't find anything. He was arrested and transported to Walton County Jail. And once there, the cavity search was being conducted when a chunk of purple powder fell out of his anus.
Wait, it's purple?
Deputies said in a release the powder was confirmed to be fentanyl. Whitaker stashed a large quantity of fentanyl under the seat of the rear seat of the patrol car while being transported to the jail. In-car footage confirmed that while handcuffed to the rear, he reached into the area of his buttocks.
The rear and the rear.
Removed plastic bags and stuffed them in the area where the seat belt goes into the plastic molding of the seat. They found 32 grams of fentanyl, this guy.
Damn.
That is risky.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
To put there.
That is a lot. I mean, if that bag is breached, he's a goner, right?
For sure.
Hold on, let me see.
Good way to
I'm
go
trying
out.
to see.
They're calling it Fenty now, Sabrina?
That's what I saw.
What? 32 grams of fentanyl, a.k.a. Fenty, can kill 16,000 people.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I mean, that's one way to go out via your butt.
That is like
Yeah.
a handful of 911s is what they say if you're using that
true.
measurement.
Multiple 911s.
I don't know if we should use that measurement
Oh,
anymore.
people were using it for a long time.
People love it.
Remember a couple weeks ago when I said that there was a representative that said we need to be shooting black bears on site because they're on crack?
Yes.
True.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
That measure's been approved.
No.
Politics are awesome.
Embarrassed.
The Florida Senate approved a controversial measure to allow people to kill black bears in self-defense anywhere in the state. Democrats opposed the bill. The proposal, which is called the Self-Defense Act SB 632, says that an individual would not be subject to any criminal or civil penalty. My God.
Penalties.
For shooting and killing a bear if the person believed they were in imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury
would
to
that be
himself
the
or
case?
others.
Like regardless?
Yes, if it's I believe if it's a threat to you, you're allowed to kill it.
Yeah, I don't even think you need a law for that. So, like, let's say sea
Okay,
lane's
but
out
what's to
wandering the
determine
world.
a threat to you, though? Because you see a bear,
It's
you're
coming
scared.
right for us.
Well,
The
you
bear-
just see when people get scared.
No. The bear is attacking you, and the bear physically is coming down on you, and you think that the bear is going to kill you, and so you can kill the bear. It's not much different than if a person is coming after you. Well, you don't need a new law to tell you could shoot crack bears. That's kind of weird.
The crack part is what I'm very curious about. That has not been proven, right?
It hasn't. I just think that like this one guy said, "Hey guys, crack bears," and the rest of the Republican side of the Senate said, "Oh yeah, we need to lock that up real
Let's
quick."
do it.
It would also be legal. It would be legal as long as the person did not lure a bear with food or attractants for an illegal purpose, such as training dogs to hunt bears. It requires the person who killed the bear, they must notify the Fish and Wildlife Commission within 24 hours after the shooting and may not possess, sell, or dispose of the bear or its parts.
You know, people are going to go buck wild with this. They're just going to
kill
see
them.
a bear and shoot it.
I mean, I hope not. But
too.
that's,
How are we doing on bears? Do we have too many bears, or is this a problem?
No, if we had too many bears, they would go, hey, guys, it would be just like the pythons in the Everglades.
Right now, bears are a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Time to move out for this Miami boyfriend. A woman allegedly has been charged or has been accused of placing a bleach tablet in her boyfriend's tea last Tuesday evening.
He didn't taste that immediately?
You know he did.
Okay.
Only to exclaim, "I thought it was sugar," after the man took a large gulp and immediately felt his throat burning. Yvette Diaz, 49 years old, was with her live-in boyfriend of 3 years. He was outside on the phone with his employer, according to the arrest report. Documents said the man made tea and a tortilla meal after 5 p.m., but stepped out on a work-related phone call while Diaz remained inside the residence by herself. When the victim returned, he offered Diaz a bite of spicy tortilla to eat and some of the tea to drink, but she adamantly refused to drink the tea. Leading investigators suspect she must have known the tea was not safe to drink. She
What did he
didn't
do,
actually
though?
think.
You don't get the bleach poisoning out of nowhere.
I mean, after 3 years?
Yeah, this comes after something has happened in that relationship. And I'm not saying he had it coming, but I'm just like, these things don't happen out of the clear blue. There's something that led to this, I would think.
Though the defendant allegedly replied she thought the bleach tablet was sugar, police suggested it could not have been an innocent mistake based on the fact that the sugar was kept in an upper kitchen cabinet while the concentrated chlorine in tablet form was kept underneath the sink. A guy that claims he doesn't know what goes on at strip clubs or doesn't know that you're supposed to tip the dancers, called police after the dancer threw money at him. Strip club patron that was, they say, walloped in the face with a small stack of cash by a female worker who explained to the arresting officers, this is a place where money is thrown everywhere. The victim...
And he called the cops?
He called the cops. What a
party
little bitch.
pooper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let him anywhere.
Jones, the stripper, cops say she picked up a small stack of money and threw it towards the victim, who was struck in the face with the legal tender. She claimed the cash was tossed in a non-aggressive manner.
Why would she throw it at him?
Because he wasn't tipping.
And that's what we do. Okay, I get it.
The club surveillance cameras recorded the two exchanging words before Jones hit the man with the cash and followed it up with an open hand strike. The guy said he admitted to not tipping and said, "There are no signs anywhere saying that I have to tip." And that's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. And
No
when
signs.
we come back...
Doesn't say tipping's mandatory.
Oh, I hope he never gets invited to a strip club again. Just
that was
put
the
his
one that I saw
picture
this morning
everywhere.
that I said, I'm going to save this. I'm not going to do this because I think C-Lane will run into this story here.
Did you see the other one in St. Pete with the dogs?
No.
What happened with the
The
dogs?
most adorable story was that some lady went to her car and like 2 or 3 German shepherds jumped in and wouldn't move.
They needed saving.
She didn't know what to do. She had to call the police because she's like, I'm trying to get in my car and drive away. And these German shepherds just won't leave the car.
Well, we find ourselves right on the edge of Bike Week, baby. It's happening.
Get your motor running.
For those of you in Daytona Beach, 2024 Bike Week, those of you around the country arriving on your hogs, I'm thinking about going out there this weekend,
Please
revving it
don't.
up, just doing my thing. You know, I haven't been out
It's a bad
hogging it up.
idea.
You're going to go
in a
to...
while.
You're gonna get your ass beat.
Why?
Because what are you gonna ride on? What are you gonna like?
Don't worry about what I got.
You're not
what I
welcome
don't.
there, man.
Why am I not welcome there? Of course I am. They're
not a
welcoming
bike
people.
Okay, question. Can you rent a motorcycle?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You need a motorcycle endorsement.
I wouldn't rent one because they'll smell it on you a mile away. You got to be a legit biker to be at these places. That's how I get in with the biker gangs and stuff. Like, I'm Hell's Angels. Like, I've been with the worst of the worst.
They'll smell it on you when you show up to the bike week with your Enterprise rent-a-car sticker on your bike.
Yeah, you can't do that. Or
You can
no
rent one from
helmets.
Harley. Thank you very much.
No helmets because they're gonna smell that. They'll be like, oh, look at this guy with a helmet on. You gotta really reek of cool, which is what I've become very good at over the years. And so I'll see you out there, boys, girls, everybody else, in Daytona Beach for Bike Week. If you see me, and do that little salute that we do when we bike by each other.
Go ahead.
And it's like, there we go. And
not
fellow
that at all.
bikers, but that's how it's done.
with your
Two
left
fingers
hand.
down, actually.
Right there.
It's 2 fingers down.
2 fingers down? No, that's racist now. People don't do that anymore. Yeah, that's a real shame.
Racist.
Yes, they go now they go like this. It's very, very important that you do it the right way.
All right.
So I'll see you out there, everybody. And we'll do loops and hoops and
Okay. There
whole
we
damn
go.
thing, honestly. Yeah. Get out on them
Local
streets.
radio DJ gets his ass beat at Bike Week.
Why am I getting my ass beat?
Because
By
you're-
whom?
When you start doing this,
What's wrong with this?
at people? On
Well,
your
it's a
moped,
salute.
you're probably going to be right up in a Vespa.
I'm not on a moped. I'm cruising on my bike, and I go
What
by
kind
the
of
other
bike
guy
is
on the
it?
bike.
What
and I
kind of
go, mine?
Yeah.
Harley
What kind?
S14
Nope, that's not a bike.
with a flopper stand on it.
Ooh, and you had me at flopper. All right.
And,
we have a lot of bikers that listen, and thank you for that.
Why?
No, thank you for listening, I'm saying. And
Thank you for
perhaps
listening. Yeah.
protect you if you're really thinking about going out there.
Bikers are not these people that are going to beat somebody up like you think they are. They're not these violent beings.
I don't think our listeners would beat somebody up. I think they need to protect you from the other people who are going to see you from a mile away. Also, I'm pretty sure, was there not a murder last time?
Whoa.
There was a murder at Bike Week last year.
Now, folks, you can see how I view bikers.
Look it up on the news, man. You guys
and
are
how
news
Sabrina
junkie.
views bikers. I don't know.
I have my motorcycle endorsement. I respect motorcycles. I'd be wearing a helmet.
Please. What kind of cool guy gets an endorsement? I don't need the government to tell me I can ride a motorcycle.
When you get pulled over, yeah, you do.
Please, I'm not going to get pulled over. Cops don't pull me over.
Yeah, they
Actually,
just
probably much more so now than they ever have before.
yeah, for sure they do. There's a lot more.
Did you
attached
tell
to
me you
that.
stopped driving?
Got to be careful out there. Can never be too careful. A lot of cops maybe want to pull me over. Okay, quick break. When we come back,
that was a long
we'll
pause.
see if you're at Bike Week and you want to hang out with me. And we'll also see the most frightening thing in the world because ChatGPT has a body now. Yes, that's true. And that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Latest crash is in Orange County, Curry Ford Road at Goldenrod Road. FHP on the scene. No reports of any lane blockage. Right lane blocked due to the earlier crash on 1792 northbound between Ronald Reagan Boulevard and Lake Mary Boulevard at Tropic Park Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Sharp stomach pain? Advice is here. Consult a nurse. Answers, advice around the clock. Consult a nurse. HCA Florida Healthcare. We show up for you. Call 844-70-NURSE. It's free.
And this is a company that I want to tell you about, Mills Air. Mills Air is going to be the company that helps you out finally once and for all with your air conditioning. You're tired of getting ripped off. You're tired of having people tell you they just can't help you out. And you're tired of people who are just dishonest. That's why you need Mills Air. Leon Mills started this company back in 1992. That's over 30 years they've been helping you out. 32 years, in fact. They're a Carrier Factory Authorized Dealer. And then get your big rebates if you get a brand new Carrier unit. One that will save you a lot, by the way, on your power bill, which is kind of cool. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. They've got preventative maintenance that will save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. Just give them a call, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or go to millsair.com.
Hey, let's get out of here. With Audible, we could root for a lone astronaut as he tries to save Earth from disaster. Maybe go for a run with the founder of the world's biggest sneaker brand. We could get the tea on the real-life media mogul succession drama. Or find out what life is really like for an Oscar-winning actress. I mean, with Audible, we could go anywhere. There's more to imagine when we listen. Hear the latest audiobooks, podcasts, and originals at audible.com.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
Daytona Bike Week is back March 1st through the 10th, and there's no better place to celebrate than at the iconic Daytona International Speedway. Home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with top manufacturer displays, top-of-the-line gear, custom bikes, and more. Plus free test rides on progressive Demo Road and all the excitement of Harley-Davidson Thunder Alley. It all culminates Saturday, March 9th with America's most historic motorcycle race, the Daytona 200. Don't miss out. Daytona International Speedway is the place to celebrate Bike Week.
At Massey Services, we know that no two lawns are the same. That's why we create a customized lawn care plan for whatever your landscape looks like. From season to season, our personalized treatments keep your lawn healthy and beautiful all year long. Personalized, because it is personal. We take as much pride in your lawn as you do. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like The Vinyl Experience. Music legends experienced through the authentic sound of vinyl. The Rolling Stones, Tom Petty, Pink Floyd, The Police, and so many more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Vinyl Experience, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the new.
Jeep fans aren't quite fans at the moment. They are a little bit pissed off.
What? No more duckies?
No duckies right now. It's not good in the land of ducks and Jeeps. And they said there was a recall like this past week or so for Jeep Cherokee and Wrangler vehicles. And customers are upset with the poor quality of both of them. 2 recalls recently have been big enough that a lot of the fan base has said enough's enough. I don't even want this thing anymore. And I know we know a person who was big into Jeeps forever and said, no, enough's enough. I want something different. I don't want one of these Jeeps anymore. And I guess there's been a lot of that kind of pushback at the quality level of these things.
I wanted one so bad when I was in like early 20s. When I was first getting the dream of me buying my own car.
Oh, they were cool.
Out, I just still had one that I ran into the ground. But gosh, without the door, you're mudding.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have been like that little put the ducks on the dashboard kind of gal. But
no, that's kind of corny. But so there's a lot of people get into it. Just right now, they're having a problem because they don't like these cars.
Would you do the Wave?
Yeah, I would do the Wave. Why not?
The Jeep Wave? Yeah.
That's the only car that has that sort of fandom, I think.
I try to do it with other Mazda users, but no one likes back.
People get Jeep tattoos. You know?
Yeah, of course. It's a giant community of people. There's a lot of people that are very, very into Jeeps.
My friend just got his covered up because, well.
Didn't like it? Didn't age well?
He's like, yeah, well, it was fun at the time, but I'm going to just put a black bar over it.
There is zero camaraderie when I see another Ram truck. We don't wave at each other. They're usually like, get out of my way.
It's like negative interaction. I'll tell you, I had the greatest moment with my car. Did I tell you about this? I don't know if I told you guys about this. Did I tell you about my car getting fixed?
No.
Oh, okay. Like,
I didn't know it was broken.
Well, just so you know, like everything with me gets shawned up, right? Courtney will call it getting shawned up. And that is when something really annoying happens that doesn't happen to normal people. And it becomes a problem that can't be fixed quickly and has to be dealt with over long periods of time with a lot of extra annoying stress. That's what happens to all kinds of things in my life. It's hard to explain, but these kind of things happen to me repeatedly. And with my car, I was driving my car. My car's not that old. It's a 2018 Genesis. And it's not a Hyundai. It's a Genesis G80. You guys just don't know how cars work because you're dumb.
Oh, we don't know how
Did you
cars
get it
work
from
because
Jenkins
you're
Genesis
getting-
of Leesburg?
It doesn't matter what the dealership was called. The vehicle on the title is a Genesis G80. You absolute pea-brains. And that's what kind of car.
You say pea-brains, and we don't know how cars work. But you're the one that's like, did I tell you about getting my car fixed?
I got
Did
my car
someone else
fixed.
have to fix it?
What was wrong with it?
It's worse than that even. So one time about like 3 years ago, I was driving my car around and nothing happened. There was no accident. There was no nothing. Well, all of a sudden, some kind of like ABS alert went off in my car. All right. And what I think it was is like the automatic brakes where the cameras around the car will notice that there's going to be an accident so that the car will automatically hit the brakes. I, as a driver, don't even hit them, right? So that all turned off, and there was some kind of error with the automatic braking system. And when that turned off, I had not one, not two, not three, but 4 warning lights attached to this one issue on my dashboard.
Have you ever had 4 warning lights, Elaine, in your car, P-Brain?
Was probably at some point. I've screwed up some cars.
Not 4 different things. Not like your car's overheating and your battery's bad and, you need gas. And one issue. 4 different warning lights went off on my dashboard and stayed on. They stayed on for 3 years. Paid a lot of money for this car. And every time I drive it and I turn it on, I have to look at this dashboard. Bling, 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 all these things all lit up, all colored, all kinds of things going on. And like a pinball machine every time I start the car up. And I go, God, that's annoying. Also, I have like a blowout on the side of my front right tire. But I haven't wanted to go replace all my tires on my car because there's major construction going on my street. And I don't want to buy new tires and then just get a nail in them.
Warranty?
I don't want to deal with it. I just rather wait. And like the car is fine.
That's smart.
But anyways, so I haven't been using my car so much in the last 6 months, 8 months, maybe.
I did notice you were driving another car when we saw each other last.
Oh, that was just took Courtney's car. Yeah.
Nice
because
car.
It was easier, and I had all these issues with my car. And so I go, I need to start
She drives a Hummer, by the way, for those of you just tuning in.
I go, all right, I need to start my car up because it's been too long. So I start my car, and it's like it doesn't want to turn over at all.
Got some noises today.
And finally, boom, it starts. My car starts up.
Okay.
And I guess it's because the battery died-ish, but I go to start the car up and drive around the corner, and all of the lights have reset.
Oh.
All of the lights on the dashboard have reset. There's no more problem.
So it's like God fixed it.
God fixed the car.
Thank you,
it's
Jesus.
Like after just long enough, God said, I've tortured this man. I've done this to him. Even today, on this very day, he doesn't want to be doing the show right now. He's feeling terrible. He's hurting. He's miserable, but he's still doing it. I'll give this Sean man one thing.
Sean man.
And God said to Sean man, boom, let there be no lights on the dashboard.
Wow.
And there were no lights on the dashboard.
All right.
The opposite of what he said on the
first day.
He changes it up sometimes. But what an absolute beauty.
I mean,
of a
I think
situation.
it's also, you should be still weary.
No, it's fine now. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
I mean, there was
Eric,
a whole reset. So, like, there still might be an issue with your car. And because the battery kind of went out, that they're not.
It could be.
That.
But what happens a lot
were your radio station presets still working?
I bet
remember.
the clock was completely off.
I wouldn't remember that at all. But what happens is a lot of times you get these alerts that go off on your dashboard. The only way to reset them is to reset the system. The only way to reset the system is for your battery to die.
Right.
And battery dies, bam-o, no problem anymore. Eric on YouTube says mismatched tire sizes throwing off the sensors. You got it. I didn't even think of when I put mismatched tires on my car. I didn't even think of the repercussions that would have. I have one real small one on the back, and then like another big one on the front,
and
then
the
a
bike
truck
wheel.
one,
Remember
and
the
then I got the
bike
bike.
wheel,
Yeah, I got the little bike wheel, and one of the old school bike wheels too, the very tall ones.
I love
that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a move. All right, quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from our friend Bo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
And that's it. And this week in Sean's car.
I just wanted to tell people about my one good thing that had happened to me, which is not me bitching about something. It's just me telling you, like, hey, here's a little something about me. Huh?
And after the break, more bitching.
I feel like your attitude has changed since the beginning of the show. I got to say.
It's been consistent the entire time. It's
No,
been
it
the
has not.
whole
Yeah,
time.
I think you had a better, like it was bad, and then you seem to have perked up a little bit. But now that we've called it out, it's probably going to go downhill from here.
Called what out? My attitude?
That it's changed. I think you actually got a better attitude. It seemed to be more positive. Okay.
It's been fine. It's the same the whole time. It's just abject misery and Trish trying to get through. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that in just a bit, folks. We've got jury duty on the way with Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. We've got ChatGPT getting a body. Wait till you see the body on this thing.
That was a good one.
All Coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
Monsters in the morning.
No. Hold on. You guys are fast forwarding. We're at the beach.
Okay.
And Angel and Carlos and we say, Ryan, please put some suntan lotion on my back.
Oh, okay.
Would you rub suntan lotion on our back?
I would. What about my ass?
No, that's too far.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real radio 104.1.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Progressive Insurance.
Is it time for the Packers to give Jordan Love a big extension? That's the word. Love was great for about 9-10 games. He should get credit for the big playoff road win in Dallas and exceeding expectations. But now opposing teams have film on him, all of them, and he becomes the #1 target for those DCs. Love is inching closer to deserving a new deal. Let's see if he can keep it rolling. What's the hurry? I'm Colin Cowherd.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Not sure what's the best way to save for college? Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. For more than 35 years, we've helped Florida families successfully save for college. And now we've made it even more affordable to save with prepaid plans starting at just $34 a month. That's the lowest plan price in 10 years. Visit myfloridaprepaid.com and use our Easy Plan calculator to find the right plan for your family's budget and put your child on the path to less college debt. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Find your plan today.
The hit true crime podcast Paper Ghosts is back with a haunting mystery in the shadows of the Ozarks. Season 4 unravels a darkly intriguing cold case from 1989 as a community continues to search for answers about a missing girl, various suspects, and a potential connection to BTK.
It's gone from, okay, we don't think something's quite right, to there's some worry going on now because now we've found some of her clothing.
Listen to Paper Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Is another 2008 financial crisis looming? This is Kevin Demerit for Lear Capital. Just listen to the news. Numbers don't lie. Personal debt is at record highs. Corporate bankruptcies are soaring. Just the interest on our debt will hit $1 trillion this year. Then you have central banks buying record amounts of gold to protect their own assets. They see what's coming and it's a no-brainer. Maybe it's time for you to do the same. Move some of your paper assets into gold because they can't print more gold. It's easy to buy, easy to sell, and it's never been worth zero.
Folks, Kevin Demerit has been spot on about the economy and gold. Call Lear Capital today at 1-800-927-2400 for your free gold investor kit and their 2024 special report, Rising Debt, Rising Gold. Tell them Kevin sent you and you'll also get free shipping on your first order. Call 1-800-927-2400. That's 1-800-927-2400. 1-800-927-2400.
Paid for by government.com. Here's your chance to get 5 iconic United States silver dollars spanning the last 150 years in one amazing set. Experts agree this is a must-have for silver coin buyers. That's right, all 5 silver dollars are legal tender official United States mint coins. If you call 1-800-386-7194 right now, we'll send you this ultimate 5-piece American silver dollar set with each silver coin in extremely fine or brilliant uncirculated condition. Guaranteed. This set includes every type of U.S. silver dollars in American history, issued from 1878 to 2024. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 150 years of U.S. silver dollars 5-piece set. Plus, receive a bonus display case, an information booklet, and free shipping. Don't miss your chance. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 5-piece set of iconic U.S. silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-386-7194.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
McDonald's McCafe iced coffee wakes you up like the perfect song. The 100% Arabica beans get your head nodding. Yeah, then the cream drops like a smooth bass line. Add some ice to chill it down and some French vanilla flavor. There you go. Or change it up and go with caramel. Either way, it's a stone cold classic. Start your day with $1.49 McCafe iced coffee, available during breakfast hours only. Music to my ears. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. My day just flows better when I make my first stop McDonald's. I can choose 2 faves and save big with a bundle of savory sausage McMuffin or flaky sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns for breakfast for $2.79. Or I can make Mickey D's my last stop. Lunch, dinner, a late night snack perhaps, when I bundle a crispy McChicken or juicy McDouble with delicious small fries for only $3.69. Now my day is made the tastiest way when I bundle and save at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
At Moderna, we have a mindset saying that we pivot fearlessly. And I think with audio, you can pivot fearlessly. You can go where the news is and bringing in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance when you do a TBC. You're able to create really nimble content, which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
This sun season, Banana Boat is giving you a new way to spray. Introducing new Banana Boat 360 coverage. Better control for better coverage with a reusable sprayer and refill. From sport formula to kids SPF 50+. Shop Banana Boat 360 coverage at Walgreens.
Get ready for our 2024 iHeart Podcast Awards, presented by The Hartford, live at South by Southwest. March 11th, we'll honor the very best in podcasting from the past year, and you'll help decide who wins Podcast of the Year. Vote now at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Are you looking for some non-dairy deliciousness? Discover the rich, creamy taste of Planet Oat oat milk. Planet Oat oat milk is an excellent source of calcium with only 4 grams of sugar or less. Enjoy it in cereal, coffee, smoothies, or by the glass. Pick it up in your local grocery store today.
Find your new career. The Florida Jobs Now Job Fair, March 13th at the Orlando Science Center. More info at FLJobsNow.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
Will be joining us in a bit. And Firefest 2.0 seems like not only should it not be legally allowed to happen, but just if you're somebody who spends money on those tickets, I'm not going to feel for you when it goes south again.
I don't know, man. I kind of want it to be another disaster and have like a sequel to both of those documentaries that were on Hulu and Netflix.
Oh, those were good.
I kind of want to watch them again. I have actually watched, I think, both of those more than once, just because it's like you go, oh man, there's no way that this is it is. It's going.
That's
how
what
it's
happens
going.
when somebody is young, inexperienced, and they just start winging things because they have high confidence, and they go, well, like I'm the exact opposite of that. Like I would be so worried that all these people had spent money to go to this festival, and that the festival was going to be a disaster and make me look stupid when they got there. But they didn't even think about that. Like, that wasn't even a concern for Billy McFarland and some of these other guys. They were like, we'll make it work.
The people who did think that left.
Yeah, they quit. They said, this is going to be a disaster and I don't want to be attached to it.
Yeah, and then the other ones, there was somebody quoted as saying, let's just do it and be legends, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go? So you said the new tickets are out there. I think it's nonsense. They're saying that they sold like 100 million or whatever.
How was this not part of like his sentencing? Like
I
the
thought
man
it
went
was.
to
I thought it
jail
was.
for it.
Yeah, he went to jail for fraud over this exact issue, and then he can just start another one. No. That doesn't make sense to me.
They claim that on the website that the first drop of tickets was released on August 20th and sold out. So what? August 20th of last year?
It said the first drop of tickets for Firefest 2 was dropped last year in August, and they sold out.
One of the articles said that they were between the cheapest tickets were like $500 or something. But on the website right now, on the final presale, the cheapest ticket, they all say approval required, but the cheapest presale ticket is $2,500.
All right.
For what? Did they announce who's part of it?
No, there's literally no lineup. There's no location. It just says the Caribbean.
In general.
There are weird things. There are things that are weirdly fleshed out. Like part of this is there's like a Miami, Florida Keys weekend for $4,250, where they have an entire itinerary where a couple things say head to accommodations, dinner at accommodations. So they don't have that yet, but they have like an actual itinerary. And
but aren't you getting the same fishy ass vibes that you got last time?
Yes.
This is the same stuff where we go, I don't know, this doesn't seem like it's legit.
So VIP's $5,000. The artist pass, which I don't know if that allows you to play there, or you just get everything that artists get, $50,000. And then there's the Prometheus Pass.
Oh, the Prometheus Pass.
Wow.
Listen to this, because you definitely do not know what comes with it. It says, Prometheus Pass. The Prometheus Pass represents the pinnacle of access to Fire and Fire 2, providing a comprehensive experience that immerses you in the elements of fire, earth, sky, and sea. So far, nothing. Unveil the legacy of Prometheus. Named after the god of fire, this pass opens and literally builds doors to an island escape that transcends the confines and dates of Fire 2.
Nonsense. They haven't sold tickets to this, I don't even think. If they have, go ahead.
Limited availability, approval required. How much do you think the Prometheus Pass costs, friends?
I thought you said it was $50,000.
No, that was the artist pass.
$1 million.
$1,022,057.06.
Nobody's bought that.
Insane.
Moses, you know the story of Firefest. You know what went down
Moses,
here.
you got your tickets for Firefest 2, right?
Oh, it was a great time.
Firefest 2.
I'm one of the few who really enjoyed it. I like family.
You're like,
sandwiches.
Yeah. You're a fan of like Survivor. So
it's all about setting your expectations. I mean,
you wanted it to be a little bit more wild like this. You wanted the packs of wild dogs chasing you around the venue.
Do you think there's somebody that went to the original Firefest? I think Sean would call them the C lane of the group. That got home from the original Firefest and goes, actually, it wasn't all that bad. I had a couple good times there.
It was an experience.
I guarantee you, because to this day, that person could tell their friends and be like, you know what, the best music festival I went to? Firefest.
The story.
And they'll go, you didn't go to Firefest. And now you got that story. And that story's worth whatever you paid for those tickets, unless you bought the Prometheus Pass or whatever. That guy, though, Billy McFarland, what was he convicted of, Celine? Was it actual fraud?
It's some sort of fraud.
Yeah, and if you're convicted of fraud for throwing a fake event like this, or an event that turns into a travesty and rips people off, how on earth would you be able to do it again? That doesn't seem to make sense to me, Moses.
I mean, unless there's some court order barring him from, I guess because as far as I know, you probably don't need a license for that, right? So it's not like, a real estate agent who committed fraud or a mortgage broker who committed fraud who got their license revoked, right? He can just go out and be a promoter again or whatever he calls himself.
Because they can't take the power away.
They can't take the power away. It's just, warning to the public. We know what this guy's history is, essentially.
The guy got charged with all sorts of stuff, was in actual prison for a while.
Actual prison.
And not just like Martha Stewart prison.
He said he wrote a 50-page plan for Fire 2 during the 7 months he spent in solitary confinement.
My God. That's just embarrassing.
I don't even know that I believe that he spent 7 months in solitary.
Everything is fake. All of this stuff is fake. And we just get
This whole show's fake.
The whole thing's fake.
Hello?
And I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm gone. All right, let me show you this since I talked about this for a little while now. OpenAI is now getting ready to take their technology and do the unthinkable. What is the unthinkable? Well, that is to put ChatGPT inside a body.
Say what?
Here's what we got. It's a company called Figure AI that they're ready to buy. And it's kind of weird looking. I don't know what to make of this. This is the actual character that's going to be ChatGPT come to life.
All right.
And it's got like a clear head on it, clear face mask, very dystopian looking. Metal around its face, and then a wire chain going from its body to like this little backpack kind of thing. And this is going to be their way, I guess, to bring it to life. It says the Figure company is Figure, a less than 2-year-old robotics company that doesn't have a commercial product yet, but wants to put billions of C3PO types in workplaces and homes worldwide, announced it had raised $675 million. If Moses DeWitt announces right now that he has either an AI or robotics company, you will raise $200 million in funding on accident. You will accidentally raise that much money. That's how much money is being thrown into this stuff right now. $675 million, they say that they have raised. Investors include Microsoft, NVIDIA, funding divisions of OpenAI, Intel, and Amazon, the personal investment firm of Jeff Bezos, and others. They said the bell of the cyborg ball, valued at $2.6 billion, also snagged the deal that every little robotic startup dreams of. OpenAI will build specialized AI systems to help Figure humanoids see, speak normally with people, and do physical tasks. So this is the ChatGPT body nobody was really asking for in this robotics company. Super creepy, super weird, makes me very uncomfortable.
I think it looks kind of cool.
You like it? Of course you like it. Of course you like the robot that's going to go with ChatGPT.
I don't like your tone.
These companies can't get anything down yet. They can't. Google, one of the biggest companies in the world, released an AI in the last several weeks that was so bad when they released it, they had to take it off the marketplace and start from scratch, essentially. Not scratch, but they're going back to the table and going to start over with this thing. That's where a lot of these companies are at right now. It's a disaster out there. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll jump in with Moses. I think we got some questions for him on the list. I want to talk to him about the Menendez brothers. That is a famous story from a while back, but there's some news about it that we need to discuss, and a whole lot more as we roll on a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Do you do words good? Prove it. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
We have a serious crash shutting down Curry Ford Road eastbound between Conway Gardens Road and Conway Road at Berwyn. So this is going to be shut down. This just got shut down now while authorities and first responders get on the scene. Still blocking the right lane from an earlier crash, 1792 northbound after Ronald Reagan Boulevard at Tropic Park Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change tip line at 866-676-84.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is another 2008 financial crisis looming? This is Kevin Demerit for Lear Capital. Just listen to the news. Numbers don't lie. Personal debt is at record highs. Corporate bankruptcies are soaring. Just the interest on our debt will hit $1 trillion this year. Then you have central banks buying record amounts of gold to protect their own assets. They see what's coming, and it's a no-brainer. Maybe it's time for you to do the same. Move some of your paper assets into gold because they can't print more gold. It's easy to buy, easy to sell, and it's never been worth zero.
Folks, Kevin Demerit has been spot on about the economy and gold. Call Lear Capital today at 1-800-927-2400 for your free gold investor kit and their 2024 special report, Rising Debt, Rising Gold. Tell them Kevin sent you, and you'll also get free shipping on your first order. Call 1-800-927-2400. That's 1-800-927-2400. 1-800-927-2400.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Hey, Orlando, are you looking for new ways to save? Well, on Verizon, you don't need to be on a family plan to get our best deals. Switch to Verizon, and for a limited time, plans start at just $50 per month for a single line with autopay plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone with unlimited welcome. That's a savings of $15 per month. And when you switch now, you can save on the things you love to stream, like Netflix and Max. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. A better plan to save is Verizon. This offer won't last long. Visit your local Verizon store to switch and save big today. $180 BYOD promo credit per phone applied over 36 months for new customers with one new line with your own 4G or 5G smartphone on unlimited welcome plan required. $360 local promo credit applied over 36 months for new customers with one new line. Additional terms apply. In select markets only. Auto pay and paper-free billing required. For unlimited welcome plan in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Bike Week is here. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Bike Week plans. Orlando Harley-Davidson has the largest selection of new and pre-owned Harley-Davidson motorcycles in the state of Florida. Make sure to stop at Orlando Harley-Davidson during Bike Week. Enjoy food, exclusive merchandise, pinstriping, tattoos, music, a full bar, and so much more. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for a full list of motorcycle inventory and Orlando Bike Week details. Stop by the Orlando Harley-Davidson dealership right off I-4 across from the mall at Millennia.
Daytona Bike Week is back March 1st through the 10th, and there's no better place to celebrate than at the iconic Daytona International Speedway. Home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with top manufacturer displays, top-of-the-line gear, custom bikes, and more. Plus free test rides on progressive Demo Road and all the excitement of Harley-Davidson Thunder Alley. It all culminates Saturday, March 9th with America's most historic motorcycle race, the Daytona 200. Don't miss out. Daytona International Speedway is the place to celebrate Bike Week.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Cooking up today's lead stories. This is the News Junkie, Sean Wasson.
Friend Mo DeWitt is the one who steers us clear of all the jail cells. And I need that more than ever these days, actually, believe it or not.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I'm a wild man. I'm a wild man doing wild things out here, Sabrina. So
Stop doing illegal things.
He needs some time to think about what he's done, Sabrina.
No, I'm
we
not
have
going
an
to
event to put on. I'd rather you not
Yeah.
be in jail for that, please.
Oh, but that might spike ticket sales if I go to jail. And then C-Lane does the performance alone as a tribute to me.
I'll do it with AI, Sean.
With AI, Sean, on the stage?
I'll do it. I will record all of your parts, and then I will change my voice to your voice, and then I'll take your mug shot and animate it.
Wait, can't you just do that to begin with? And
Seems
then
like a lot of work.
What, are you quitting the band already?
No, I'm not going to quit the band. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that.
Hell yeah!
All right, Mo. Do we have any questions on the list that you recall here, C-Lane?
Let's see.
We had some stuff that came up this week.
I know we did.
Yeah.
Let's talk about McFarlane off the bat. We were just talking about in this last segment.
Well, Mo was here. He chimed in on that. Did you have
right.
anything else to say about the Firefest guy, or
It was just a great time. I look forward to the next one.
Jeez, he's positive
Legally
about
can't
it.
say anything about it. Got it. Good move.
We had a story about a state, and I didn't even write down what state it is, about
Missouri.
where pregnant women can't get a divorce.
Yes,
The judge is not allowed to grant, or the judge won't grant you a divorce if you are with child. Assumedly, to wait till after, that's a word that I might have made up right now, but fine. To wait till after the child is born so that the divorce proceedings could include child support. But we had questions like, what if the man files for divorce? Or what if the judge just grants the divorce anyway because of some sort of hardship? Would it be valid?
Yeah, this is in Missouri. That's where we were talking about. But there's 3 other states where when a woman is pregnant, you cannot get a divorce. So one of our first questions was, can a man get a divorce if a woman is pregnant and the man is initiating the files? Or would that be the same exact thing?
I would assume it's the same thing. Obviously, I'm not an attorney in these states, but I would assume it's the same thing. Some states do have waiting periods. So I think in North Carolina, for example, you have to actually do like a year of legal separation before you're allowed to get a divorce. So there's like a year waiting period before you can legally get divorced.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do about that?
I mean, again, I'm not an attorney in that state, but from what I know, you just have to wait out the year.
I find that
What if there's like domestic violence?
Well, you're legally separated, but you're not divorced. So they're not forcing you to live with the person. They're just saying you're legally separated for that year.
Wow. That's one of those things that I just don't understand. And kind of like the in vitro argument that's come up in the last couple of weeks here, it's one of those ones where I can't find the audience of people who supports this thing. I can't find, like I just saw yesterday in religious people that they polled were 65 to 70% against these in vitro bans. And people who identified as extremely religious were like 70 to 75%. I'm like, who is for the blocking of in vitro fertilization on the basis of this being some established life? And very much in the same way, who is for, I guess it would be religious people, who making divorce harder for people? God almighty, that's a weird one, man.
Yeah, I mean, and some is just weird traditions too. For example, it used to be you had to prove fault to get a divorce, right? And domestic violence was not a reason to get a divorce.
That's crazy.
So I mean,
deal
How
with
about
it,
this
broad.
giant black eye that I have? Nope.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
So, with the IVF thing, though, because that was another thing that I had written down for Moses. Obviously, they were saying that that embryos fit under the umbrella of the unborn children and the rights that unborn children have in Alabama, making it super difficult for the IVF process to continue. Because this all started when some of them were dropped and destroyed, and the parents filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the IVF Center, the Center for Reproductive Medicine in Alabama. Can you sign a document waiving your right to sue for wrongful death?
So theoretically, you could. It'd be very difficult to do that. Obviously, you can waive negligence, right? So you can waive, if you go to a trampoline park or something, you can waive the right to sue. It's still limited, though, right? So in order to waive wrongful death, I think would be nearly impossible, because you'd have to basically say these people can be grossly negligent and kill me, and I can't sue them. So I think
I'm not waiving my wrongful death. I'm waiving the right to sue for the wrongful death of my embryos.
Right, which would, again, we're taking laws that apply and applying them to things that were never anticipated. So the closest thing to that would be, a parent signing on behalf of a child, which a parent can do. They can sign a waiver. Again, back to the trampoline park. You take your kid to a trampoline park, you can sign the waiver for
This sounds like a guy who was taking his son to a trampoline park.
I went to one last weekend. Fun times.
I went to one just for like an exercise class I got on a Groupon. It was the most intense BS that I will never, ever go to.
Yeah, it seems like a good time, but then you realize it's a clever way to get you to work out.
I've only been to one trampoline park in my life, and it was also a Groupon, and it was like for 4 hours, and I stayed for all of 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's something.
These places are solely existing off of Groupons, it would seem.
Thanks, Groupon.
Even in 2018. So
2018.
Well, 2018. 2024. I just went back in time. That's a weird
very random year, too.
Yeah. 2024, even longer. 2018, I think Groupon actually had a little bit of relevance still, but things have
I just used them the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a sweet discount on an oil change.
Still like a thing, website, and you get the deals of the day and all of that stuff?
Bet your ass.
My God.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff manages to survive somehow. Like, I used to be really into, which this seems kind of stupid now, but I used to be really into the Woot website, WOOT.
Woot?
And they had like the Woot deal of the day.
Was that brought to you by Insane Clown Posse? Or?
No. Okay. And then they had the Woot off.
That would be great if Insane Clown Posse just had a website.
Like a deals website? I might be down with
Sign
that.
me up.
Yeah, they seem like they could find a good
Insane
bargain.
deals.
Yeah. I'd be for this. Yeah, I'd go for that. All right, what else do we have on the list, Sealand?
Let's see.
Before I think it's 2018 again. Please.
We talked about Barry Tubb, the actor, who was his picture was seen in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, yeah. He was in the original Top Gun.
Right, but they did not bring him back for Top Gun Maverick, I believe, because his character died, but I'm not certain on
Spoiler alert.
But now he's mad at Paramount for using his picture and not paying him, and he has a big fat lawsuit. And Sean was wondering if he has a case.
Because they didn't bring him back?
No, because
they're using his
They used his picture, and then I guess in his contract at the time of the original Top Gun, it was.
Well, we don't know what his contract said. We don't know what that said. And maybe he made a statement on that, but let's just say we don't know what his contract said. He's in the first Top Gun, then he's not like signed on to be in the second Top Gun, but they have pictures of him from his performance in the first Top Gun, like printed out on and photographs on desks and stuff.
Okay.
Is that like a new performance technically, or does that only like it depends on what the damn contract was?
I think that's going to come down to the contract, and then of course, the unions have some rules about that as well. So, depending if his contract allowed them to use his image in subsequent, productions of some kind, whether a sequel is contemplated or not. And then, of course, things like reruns and things like that obviously are kind of dictated by the unions and those things.
Whoa. Is this true? This guy can't believe this. When a 22-year-old...
If it's on the internet, it's got to be true.
Yeah.
Positive.
When he signed the contract with Paramount for Top Gun on June 5th, 1985, movie sequels were virtually non-existent?
No.
They didn't have sequels in 1985?
No.
That doesn't sound right.
No. It may have been less common that there were movie sequels, but prior to 1985, let's try
80
to see.
sequles.
See what you can
We
think
had
of before.
Airplane 2, 1982.
Yeah.
Naked Gun, from the police, the Files of Police Squad. That didn't seem like a
Police
sequel.
Academy.
Naked Gun 2.5 was in 91. Yeah.
The Empire Strikes Back was 1980, and Return of the Jedi was 1983. I don't know how you could argue that sequels were virtually non-existent. He's arguing that the thought of a follow-up film wasn't being contemplated by either party at the
baloney.
time.
All right.
Yeah.
He has a terrible lawyer, I think.
That's an interesting thing, though. So the attorney is saying now, with the modern day thought, that would be a logical thing to think about. Hey, I need to be protected if there's a sequel to this movie.
There's a bunch of sequels in the 80s.
There are, but I think to his point, the sequels are probably less common before he signed this contract. And if the guy goes, hey, I didn't know that I had to have this on my radar, is that something that the judge would look at?
Say that to Jaws 3's face, Sean.
Yeah, I think it's a tougher argument. I mean, you look at the argument like what happened with Dave Chappelle, right? When they put his show, the Chappelle Show, on Netflix, and he wasn't getting paid for it because internet streaming services were clearly not contemplated when he entered into that contract.
Right.
That's a much better argument than, hey, we didn't really think there was going to be a sequel here because they weren't as common. Clearly they happened. People knew there could be sequels.
Yeah, they just named a bunch of them.
Right. But, I mean, I think any actor going into the first series of a movie, the odds of a sequel are fairly low, right? I mean, most movies don't have sequels.
No.
So, it sounds to me like maybe you didn't sign the best contract and now you're kind of trying to weasel your way out of it a
But
bit.
just for a picture is a real stretch.
Yeah, you didn't do any real work. It's just they took a photograph of you.
And on top of it, like the acknowledgement in Maverick was that he was dead. Like it's not like So I don't know how much money you can
He
get
might
off
have been
of.
dead. He was Wolfman. Did Wolfman die?
Yeah, Wolfman was dead.
I have no idea, but
Along
I do
with
know
Goose.
this. I know that I would have been excited just to be in the new one. I would have just been excited to be part of the thing. There is an update coming to the Menendez brothers and their current
sequel, you mean?
situation. A sequel of sorts, a legal sequel.
Well,
Moses.
you can't have more parents to kill.
Weil and Eric Menendez, they've been behind bars in California for more than 3 decades after the 1989 killing of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. They were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison in the notorious case that captured the nation's attention. Now the brothers are hoping that new evidence will reopen their case and set them free. Now, they said they admitted that they killed their parents, but the focus of the case has long been on why they did it. They insist that they killed out of fear and in self-defense after a lifetime of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse suffered at the hands of their parents. One of their lawyers says new evidence corroborates these long-standing claims. So it wasn't about whether or not they killed their parents. It was about that they couldn't prove that they had a reason to do so and that it was some sort of retaliation.
Right.
And now they're saying all these years later, they've got new evidence that proves that they did have this reason. That seems like a tough thing to prove.
I mean, it's a tough thing to prove initially. And I think, back when this took place, at least in the press, there was more of these types of cases of people killing, because they were being abused or things like that. It's certainly covered by the press a lot more. Whether it was more common or not, I don't have those statistics. What is the new evidence, though, is the question. I mean, what could you really come forward with now that is some sort of definitive proof that they were severely abused throughout their life to the point where they thought the only option was to murder their parents?
This says one of their lawyers, Cliff Gardner, tells 48 Hours new evidence corroborates those longstanding claims. The new evidence includes a letter that Gardner says was written by Eric Menendez to Eric's cousin, Andy Cano, in December 1988, about 8 months before the crime. The letter reads in part, "I've been trying to avoid Dad. It's still happening, Andy, but it's worse for me now. Every night I stay up thinking he might come in. I'm afraid he's crazy. He's warned me 100 times about telling anyone, especially Lyle." And so this is this letter of him writing to somebody else, and they're going to have to argue that, he's saying that there was abuse taking place here. It just seems like it's a loose thing. You really would have to have something solid, huh?
Yeah, but in those situations, I assume they're in prison for life at this point. Yes. So, they're going to try to, explore every possible avenue to get a new trial, to get their conviction overturned. I mean, there's no harm to them in trying to do that. So if they come up with some new evidence, of course, they're going to bring it out and file a motion and try to, get a new trial, essentially.
They got nothing to lose.
Right.
In their case, they got absolutely nothing to lose. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, a teenager may have just hacked your doorbell video.
What?
What's happening? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
We have a serious crash shutting down Curry Ford Road eastbound between Conway Gardens Road and Conway Road at Berwyn. So this is going to be shut down. This just got shut down now while authorities and first responders get on the scene. Still blocking the right lane from an earlier crash, 1792 northbound after Ronald Reagan Boulevard at Tropic Park Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguyDon.com is the fact that he's part of the Real Radio family. That's right. Every Saturday morning, you can hear Don and his crew answer your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. He's lifting the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. So get the process started today. Refinancing, buying a first dream home, debt consolidation, and so much more with someone you can trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friend Judy from Life Imaging FLA. Judy, we know we've been talking about saving lives now for about 9 months. The testimonials have been like just bananas. But the one thing we don't cover is how easy this is. It's remarkably easy. I think my scan took 8 minutes and I got a full body scan. Is that the norm?
Absolutely. It's normally under 10 minutes and it's the most simplest thing ever. If you're claustrophobic, it's open.
It's an open scan. You don't take your clothes off. There's no injections or dyes, none of that. You don't have to worry about being scared about it. That's another thing. People are like, I don't want to be in that tube, but you never go in.
It's the most simplest thing you'll ever go through.
That's right. Be proactive today. Take control of your health. Call Life Imaging FLA right now. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. That is a $699 value, and it couldn't be easier. From your cell phone, call pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. And remember, when you get there, ask about the cancer screening as well. It is better to know now than worry about this tomorrow. You have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Monday at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show. Ray Trendley and the Colbert crew will be discussing all things law and not law on a variety of topics, from the latest legal news to the best new movies.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
The hit true crime podcast Paper Ghosts is back with a haunting mystery in the shadows of the Ozarks. Season 4 unravels a darkly intriguing cold case from 1989 as a community continues to search for answers about a missing girl, various suspects, and a potential connection to BTK.
It's gone from, okay, we don't think something's quite right, to there's some worry going on now because now we've found some of her clothing.
Listen to Paper Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Industrial Rock Trailblazers Ministry live Saturday, March 23rd, 7 p.m. Hard Rock Live Orlando. I can't hear you! With Gary Newman and Frontline Assembly. On sale now at Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Rajamanar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring Sonic and Sonic branding and Sonic initiatives across the board, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles. We have been partnering with iHeart across multiple platforms, both for brand enhancement as well as for performance marketing. I think the cut-through of the message and the recall of the brand are much higher. Also, that has been very beneficial for us to integrate some of our campaigns into the native content of iHeart. It has been a very nice partnership, and it continues to be very strong into the future.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
History is beautiful, brutal, and often ridiculous. Join me, Ben Bullitt.
And me, Noel Brown, as we dive into some of the strangest stories from across the span of human civilization in Ridiculous History.
Whether we're exploring the accidental invention of hold music,
or how people used to rent pineapples, join us to hear the many ways history can be oh so ridiculous.
Listen to Ridiculous History on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite podcast.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is...
Don't forget, March 16th, we're in the month of March now, and we're just 15 days away from Just Okay 8. So make sure that you have your tickets in hand and you're ready to go. We got a lot more surprises in the next 2 weeks. We didn't want to just like hit you over the head with all Just Okay nonstop for like the entire time we've been rolling here.
But now we are.
Well, no, we're just going to get a more well-rounded version of what the event looks like and what you're going to expect, and some more fun surprises before we actually get to March 16th here and the date of the event at Plaza Live. So that's going to be exciting. Moses has something for you in about a week that we'll start talking about, and just a bunch of other things that we need to get into. Mo, one thing that I thought about this week, I had this AI script for this Willy Wonka knockoff event that they did this week in the UK. You saw some of this, I'm sure?
Did.
Yeah, it's hilarious, the photos. And they used AI to do the promo stuff, and it looked like this amazing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka-esque world. And you were going to get to wander around. And tickets were like $50 a piece. And people bought these tickets, and then they went to this knockoff world where it was really embarrassingly bad. C-Lane compared it to, what was the event that you went to that was kind of like this but not as bad?
I went to the immersive Van Gogh experience, which was just like, much like this one, which looked like it was thrown in a convention center. It was like they pipe and draped some areas, and they had some little like art pieces or kind of things like historical, like you're in a museum and facts about Van Gogh. And then we went into this room where just a bunch of projectors were set up and did like a 360, almost slideshow-esque presentation of a bunch of Van Gogh works. There was very limited seating. Most people sat on the cold floor unless you paid extra for like a little butt pillow. And it was just like very, I don't know, not worth the money.
Will you be offering butt pillows at Just Okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. For an upcharge?
Yeah, we're going to have to, I think.
All right.
What I love about these kind of events, I don't know if they did this for this one, C-Line, but I love when they have events like this and they go, you're going to buy the ticket, but you're probably going to want the day pass. And then you go, the day pass? Is there enough stuff for me to do for a whole day? And it's like, oh, yeah. There'll be just, interactive experiences galore. You'll want to have the time to take this all in. And so this was kind of like that. But C-Lane pointed out that their website, on the very bottom of their website, what was the legalese that they were using, C-Lane?
Basically, the same thing that you would say at the end of a movie. They say, well, this is a work of fiction, and it says any characters, any resemblance to any character, real or fictional, is purely coincidental. And then it also said that this they have no affiliation with Warner Brothers or the actual Wonka company or whatever, and that was their way of disclaiming their way out of legal proceedings,
which is very interesting. Because did you also see the images they clearly used AI for?
Yeah,
because nobody noticed until after this blew up globally. That's some of it is complete gibberish.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Or it's come see some candy tapapas, and very entertaining entertainment.
Search for this, both of you. This is the title of the Gizmodo article. Here's the full AI-generated script from the Willy Wonka disaster. And that'll bring up the actual entire script that they had to use as employees. And they said it was 14 pages of nonsense that has ChatGPT hallucinations, frightening characters, and weirdly no chocolate that's involved in this at all. And I guess they found this from one of the employees or something. And they have the whole rundown. It's terrible. It doesn't make any sense. But when they say, Moses, any reflection or any resemblance to these other characters is purely coincidental, isn't it not, though? Because they're purposely trying to be like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right. So, is Willy Wonka public domain at this point?
I
wouldn't think so.
Ronald Dahl one?
Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl.
Let me look up Willy Wonka.
Because it's one thing if you know if the character's public domain, you're basically saying it's not related to that story or the other characters.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was published in 1964, so that's not going to be.
It's getting close.
It's getting close.
Yeah.
But it's got to be 95 years. I
thought it
think
was 70 something.
Oh, then hold on, that might be it.
This is
Copyright
something
Willy Wonka.
else. This script.
What, the one that I was telling you about?
All right, so this is Wonky Doodles at McDuff's
you're right.
Chocolate Factory.
All right. Which character are you going to be here? Willie McDuff?
Willie McDuff, which seems to be the only one right now, but
All
with
right.
it's a flourish. Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed guests of all ages, welcome. I'm Willie McDuff, your humble guide on this journey to the extraordinary, the spectacular, the downright magical Garden of Enchantment. I see we have some enthusiasts among us, but before we proceed, a few formalities. Well, not so formal if I have anything to say about it. Winks.
He strides downstage, closer to the audience, with a mischievous twinkle in his eye.
You see, the Garden of Enchantment isn't just any garden. Oh no, it's a place where the trees whisper secrets of old, the flowers sing in harmony, and the stones, well, they mostly just sit there, but they do it enchantingly. Now I must ask, who among us has brought their sense of wonder? Show of hands, please.
Yeah.
Oh, splendid. And who has packed the extra pair of socks? You know, in case the first pair gets knocked off by sheer amazement?
I love how they have all these punchlines where it has them wait for the audience to chuckle or to laugh and when he's doing it, I'm sure no one is laughing or chuckling.
Well, that, and I saw that the one, like, scary person had made all the kids cry walking in.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one of them
Man
that they
of
weren't taking
Mystery
to.
or something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, the Oompa Loompas are called Wonky Doodles.
Wonky doodle doodly doo. It's all so close. Like, how do you not just say this is a complete and utter ripoff? Yeah.
Well, also,
Parody.
if you look at some of the pictures of this experience that have hit the internet, there's a part where the chocolate bar, even though it doesn't say Wonka on it, is like the same design and colors and font as the thing. There's no way you could argue that it's purely coincidental.
Ah, but it's Whiz Bang Whirly Gig.
All right, hold on. Here's the extended footage. Oh, it's so bad. It's like a super cheap on and
Spirit
out.
Halloween is
What is it? It's just they should have had a smaller
chocolate
space.
bar.
Wow. Yeah, the space is way too big.
Like some of the stuff that they created could be cute if it was all together in a tiny room.
Look, they got a bar over
it's
here.
like it's not even to the level of like a church carnival.
No, it's
Like,
bad. Yeah,
It's really bad.
It's pretty amateurish, I would say.
I can just imagine some like TikTok influencer being like just doing a video, be like, you can make a ton of money creating your own immersive experience by using AI. And, like, this is where it came from.
But if you see a butterfly, Moses, whisper your sweetest dream to it. There are official secret keepers and dream carriers of the garden.
What are the little guys called again?
Wonky Doodles.
Wonky Doodles. Whirly whirl. Wonky Doodle.
Wonky Doodles is great. Oh, I'd pay just for the catastrophe, just for the story, just like Firefest. I would get into this whole thing.
Hey, don't waste your money on that. Come to an actual event that has been established for a long time. No AI involved. Just OK8.
Oh,
Real
here's
radio
more.
I can't guarantee that there will be no AI involved.
Just okay. What do you mean, you guys?
Don't worry about it. Don't
Talking
worry
about your
about it.
set?
Don't worry about it.
There will be a slideshow, though, right, guys?
Maybe.
Oh, I've already given digital a lot of pictures.
Yeah, there may or may not be. It's going to be an absolute blast, and you need to make sure you get your tickets now.
I'd love for it to, like, everybody comes into the plaza, you, like, lock the doors and just go through, like, your vacation slides for 2 hours. Nobody's allowed to leave.
We'll do it worse than this. We'll go, how do we
Sell a timeshare?
Yeah, how do we one up the Wonka thing? We just hit them with ads at every turn. We play music on Spotify, but it's not even like we signed up for the subscription. There's
You're still getting the commercials.
Yeah, we just really phone it in.
I read a review of a restaurant once where it was like, yeah, there was ads in their music. They hadn't paid their Spotify subscription.
Yeah,
So embarrassing.
But people just do it. They'll go for it. And
Would that be
that's
like
what they did here.
a very long con to throw 7 excellent just okay parties, and the 8th one is a multi-level marketing scheme.
You got to sell out at some point. Look, here's one of the ladies who was a wonky doodle, aka Oompa Loompa.
Oh, she just came out on TikTok recently.
Did she?
Yeah, she's like, you guys have been a little rough on me, but we understand it was very funny.
It's not her fault.
She felt bad for the kids. That's why she stayed.
Yeah, it's all the chocolate river. Oh,
that chocolate river.
The chocolate river is like the size of like a kiddie swimming pool or something. It's a little teeny tiny thing.
But it's just a picture of chocolate.
Correct.
Is it? Hold on. This kid's about to jump in it.
Wonka's chocolates are delicious.
This guy's making the best of it.
Of course, kids are crying.
Oh, man.
But perhaps this
Wonka.
fiendish foe has long coveted one of my most cherished creations, the anti-graffiti gobstopper.
Graffiti?
Anti-graffiti.
Oh, my God.
A
They couldn't
marvel.
even get around gravity and graffiti? That's what they went with?
It's a marvel of science designed to aid, just not any soul, but the tireless guardians of cleanliness, our beloved mums, and yes, dads too, but especially mums, from the endless scourge of dirty socks strewn about by youthful adventures.
It's so bad.
I'm surprised they could use Gobstopper, actually.
Yeah, that seems like it would be part and parcel of all this other stuff. All right, we're going to take a final break. When we come back, we will wrap up the show
Sean.
for the day and the week. Thank God. Just barely dragging across the finish line. We're going to do the stories that didn't make the cut, Today Learn, and everything else to wrap it up for a Friday and the week. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
All week on The Jim Colbert Show, you can win tickets to see Tom Segura on March 14th at the Kia Center. Plus, your calls, texts, and talkbacks later today.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast in Central Florida. And for today, we'll expect a mostly cloudy sky. A few breaks are possible, allowing for some sunshine, but overall, we'll expect the clouds to stick around. Temperatures, though, will still be making it into the upper 70s and low 80s by this afternoon for highs. For this weekend, temperatures will stay in the upper 70s and low 80s as well. However, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible throughout the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
This is Daytona, the heart of racing, the soul of speed, and the only place in Florida to witness the adrenaline-pumping, awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross. Daytona Supercross, where champions are made, legends are born, and the biggest names battle it out under the lights at the world center of racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 2nd. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
Paid for by government.com. Here's your chance to get 5 iconic United States silver dollars spanning the last 150 years in one amazing set. Experts agree this is a must-have for silver coin buyers. That's right, all 5 silver dollars are legal tender official United States mint coins. If you call 1-800-386-7194 right now, we'll send you this ultimate 5-piece American silver dollar set with each silver coin in extremely fine or brilliant uncirculated condition. Guaranteed. This set includes every type of U.S. silver dollars in American history, issued from 1878 to 2024. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 150 years of U.S. silver dollars 5-piece set. Plus, receive a bonus display case, an information booklet, and free shipping. Don't miss your chance. Call 1-800-386-7194 now to secure your 5-piece set of iconic U.S. silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-386-7194.
My wife and I both, we ended up miles
mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
A fifth third better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a fifth third better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Let's gather around the table and enjoy fine wine, food, and friends. Christner's Prime Steak and Lobster proudly hosts the Free Mark Abbey Wine Dinner on Wednesday, March 13th. Timeless, trusted, and authentic. Free Mark Abbey is esteemed by wine critics and enthusiasts alike for the classically structured Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, and Bordeaux varietal wines, sourced from several of Napa Valley's most pedigreed sites. Call Christner's 407-645-4443 for more information and reservations.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like The Vinyl Experience. Just search Vinyl Experience and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Marco's just dropped their new Pizzoli. 4 fully loaded melty handhelds baked in fresh dough. In flavors like pepperoni or chicken bacon ranch. Goes for just $5.99 for a limited time. So go try Marco's new Pizzoli today. Use code Pizzoli. Limited time only. Participation may vary. See store for details.
Find your new career. The Florida Jobs Now Job Fair, March 13th at the Orlando Science Center. More info at fljobsnow.com.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week and set you into the weekend. Thank God. In just a moment here. Moses, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope you have a great weekend.
You as well, Sean.
I don't know if you have any
Nice
big
guy.
plans ahead of you here or what.
I might take a nap.
Yeah, well, that's big.
I don't know.
That's a big
Same.
start.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm just.
one of the weekends I've been looking forward to the most. Just
Oh, why?
tomorrow I get to not have anything on the books besides
Oh, yeah.
clean my house and chill out.
Because you had Fritz's wedding and you had all these other things in these past like several weeks. Yeah.
And as soon as we get back to Monday, it is full steam ahead.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. That's what I was telling Moses. I was so close to calling off today. I'm sorry for barely being here, just barely pushing through today.
You did all right.
But
I think you
it
did
is
great.
what it is. I think I did 3 out of 10.
All right.
3 out of 10. I like seeing when everybody else judges at the end of the show. Sometimes they'll tell us, Mel, they'll be like, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And every time I'm like, oh, man, you guys are much
You
kinder.
guys are
than,
easy to pleasy.
I mean, the audience is usually pretty drunk by this hour. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Especially on a Friday.
Thank God. And I hope they'll be the same for Just Okay, too, right?
Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. So, like,
What happened?
we're having date night tonight, and we're going to
Keeping the
where
baby
are
in
you
the
taking
car.
me?
we're going to
Moses, you're not going.
What?
We're going to Moulin Rouge, the show that
I heard it's
everybody's been
incredible.
raving about. And so we got tickets from SeatGeek, and they're like the link that I'm sent to. I've Googled, and everybody says it's legit, but it looks like the scammiest tickets that I've ever seen.
Really?
Why?
What? How is there a way you can verify that they're not a scam?
Yeah, when I show up and have the guy scan them, it's pretty much. Let me find it's like smart.ticket, and there's not a whole lot of writing on the webpage, and there's a QR code, but I'm like, I don't know. Like,
That doesn't seem super legit, but where you got it through what website?
I got it through
SeatGeek?
SeatGeek.
SeatGeek, that's what it is, not SeatGeek. That's a different one. SeatGeek seems like it's fine. I would trust that, right?
Oh, it's a website called secure.tickets. Like, they had to put secure there, so wait, I should not be showing this.
Yeah. And that's how you get scammed, Elaine.
You're showing that.
And here's my credit card number, and here's this, and here's that. It's all right there.
I mean, okay, so just imagine this basic-looking website with just a little QR code in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that it is. And
well, I hope, for one, that you and your wife get into this lovely presentation for your date night tonight.
I mean, if we do, we have terrific seats. So
you got good seats, number
Yeah.
one. What about this? What do you
Are you
have
guys
time?
going to dress up a little bit?
I have a nice shirt.
All right.
It's Moulin Rouge. You're not going to dress up like something that would make sense for the show.
No, but it's it's a nice venue. I'm going to dress nice for the venue.
Yeah, of course. Do you have time afterwards, or is it like right back into Baby World?
Probably right back home to Baby World.
Son of a bitch. Jackson needs to get.
No, Ashley's all right.
It's a sweet baby.
Jackson needs to get his life together. He needs to be a little bit more
He needs
independent.
to get a job.
He needs to get
exactly.
a job. Yeah,
He's
he
close
needs to do all those
to.
things.
Your kid has a job now, Mo, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he does a lot of male modeling.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Moses,
Okay.
do you do things like time him to see how long it takes him to make his bed, or turn off the power so you can pretend there's a power outage?
I mean, we like to pretend it's military boot camp in my household.
Yeah.
For the 4-year-old.
I'll tell you, one time we timed just to see how long he could hug me.
Yeah,
And,
who could give me the longest hug. That's how I do it.
just trying to be a good dad. Just trying to be a good father out here in a world.
I write him letters.
Uh-huh.
I put stamps
very
on them
sweet.
and said it's a real waste of money.
That guy sounds so dejected in that commercial. He's like,
And
I write
guess what?
letters.
I want to hear
Yeah.
the commercial of his children. We're like, this didn't work. He still sucks as a dad.
So I didn't. It was before we got on, but I glanced at the texting service when I was like doing my show prep, and it said the guy sounds like the saddest H. John Benjamin character ever.
Yeah, it's very, very depressing. Speaking of that, all right, let's wrap everything up today. Ekin and Tuck video doorbells are easily hacked, says Consumer Reports. And they say that it can be hacked by a teenager, but most things are hacked by teenagers, so don't let that part get you down. Just let the hacked part get you down.
What's an Ekin and Tuck doorbell?
An Ekin and Tuck? Woo, buddy, you haven't
Never
lived.
Ekin and
Mo.
tucked.
Yeah, when you push those ones, it's like, woo,
right.
it's the fancy doorbell.
I'm missing out.
The Ekin and Tuck, that's the next level. And you know what? Everything else is going to make the cut. That's just the way we're going to
Good
make
job,
it be
everything
today.
else. You did it.
Congrats. hats. Here we go. Let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, March 1st, 2024. Today I Learned sponsored by me and me alone today. And here goes
Thanks,
nothing.
Sean.
Moses.
How's that work financially with you sponsoring yourself?
Like every other financial move I make,
Puts it on
it's
a credit
just-
card.
It's absolutely financially devastating.
Perfect.
And I'm going to need your help, Mo. Here goes nothing. Today I learned Hugh Hefner once tried to be this guy.
There's no earthly way of
Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka is correct.
That would have been crusty.
Hugh Hefner once played Willy Wonka by hiding golden tickets in 10 copies of Playboy magazine, where the finder got invited to a party at the Playboy mansion at the time. They said not only would the winners get in the mansion, they were flying them to Los Angeles, putting them up at the posh Petit Hermitage Hotel.
Instead of a
and
chocolate
paying-
river, it was just made of...
Just number 3. Missed the whole river of it. You dive in.
I shouldn't have laughed at that.
Float away. Today I learned during the production of the reality show Teach with Tony Danza was so connected to teaching the actual students in his class, he did not allow the producers to generate fake drama between himself and the students. The show was not funny at all. As a result, it was canceled after 7 episodes. Tony Danza continued to teach the children until the semester was up, but there was no more television show being recorded at one point in time.
Stravadanza.
Super awkward. And today I learned traces of a 13,000-year-old beer were found in 2018. That's why I said 2018, right? There you go.
Sure.
Marking the earliest known evidence of beer production among ancient peoples. The discovery also marks the oldest record of human-made alcohol here in our very own world. And finally, today I learned this guy right here. Fan guy. Chris Cornell. That's right, Chris Cornell was honored with a 5-hour, 42-song tribute involving dozens of artists at his funeral, including Metallica, the Foo Fighters, Audioslave, Temple of the Dog, members of Soundgarden, Fiona Apple, Brandy Carlisle, many, many more after his death. Chris Cornell.
Hoping for the same when I die.
Yeah,
Noticing it.
a whole show, like a fiesta.
Not
really.
Ice Panda.
Ice Panda might be there, but who knows if that's even the name we're going to take.
Oh.
Moses, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Mo.
Thank you.
Going out with as much bang as we went in with. All right, we'll see you on Monday, same time, same place, friends. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time.